XM 202.
Of the morning, while the city sleeps, an uncommon band of heroes unites to fight the forces of evil.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
With Opie.
I want to be known as notorious. No. Everyone is always in my way.
Oh, you really are deluded.
And B-Cup.
Kind of fat-breasted and awful.
And surrounded by dullards.
Ben looks like poorly spliced film.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Whenever Steve yawns, it looks like the back of the Batmobile and it accelerates.
Pocketosis.
Eric, you're not going to cry.
Shut up.
And armed with superhuman powers.
He pulls his pants down and just starts leaking into someone's garbage can. That's rule one.
How about if he gives you the old chin tap with his helmet?
That's all right with me.
They are living among us. Average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Controversial talkers Opie and Anthony.
We are just dicks.
You better just sit back and watch.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh. But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, the audio is good. Jimmy, how are you?
I've been better.
Very good. Yeah, moron.
Guys, you're on.
Oh, we're on? Great.
Playing.
Can you hear
Hello.
us?
Good morning.
Are we actually on, or just talking to you on?
No, you're on.
Oh, that was a good cue.
Thanks for the cue, Eric.
What a great cue that just was. We're just babbling like idiots. It's silent in here. We didn't hear any music. No ecstasy of gold. No enough of this palaver. Nothing. And then all of a sudden it's just you're on. Why weren't we being fed something?
Is Rage Against the Machine still playing, Eric?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
How come we can't hear it? Wouldn't that be nice if we could have heard something?
Jaime just threw his headphones in the air. He's pissed off.
He's all pissed. Because the first thing that happens was a fuck-up. I love it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I love this.
What, are we still on?
It's not final.
Oh, it sounds... Did Jaime just quit?
Jaime quit. He threw his headphones up in disgust, and I would call that utter disgust.
Yeah.
And just walked out with it. Actually, I saw both hands grab his head, and he walked out of the control room.
But Jaime's a go-getter. We like him a lot. Because he has passion like we do. You know, whatever. And there's a short list of people that have passion like we do. Let's just put it that way.
Passion.
Well, we're live from Washington, D.C.,
Yes, we are.
in a studio that, I don't know. It
Doesn't resemble last time we were here.
It's just a table.
Yeah. Opie's been neutered. Opie has been neutered this trip to D.C. Usually, Opie, very busy man, behind the board. Anything you hear that goes out over the air is pretty much under Opie's control. Microphones, our little sound things.
Asshole!
Yeah, things like that. Opie's controlling it. They have completely stripped him of the ability to control the program. You have no board in front of you.
No,
you have what amounts to a cutting board in front of you in a kitchen.
Yeah, because once again, there's a lack of communications between us and Washington D.C. Someone thought it would be a great idea to throw us in this studio and take me from behind the board.
Yeah.
Which just proves that someone out there is not running the damn station and should be fired at this point.
Well, you've been without the board before. How long ago would you say?
Never.
That's right.
Absolutely never.
Opie's never done the show. I can't think of one time.
So way to be on top of it. Maybe one quick phone call I would have been able to tell you what we needed. One lousy phone call. There is so much stuff that I do during the show that the average listener has no idea about, and that's fine. I don't care.
Subtleties.
I don't care, but it makes the show run smoother.
Yeah.
You know? If there's a caller babbling and stuff, I pot that caller down.
And me or Jimmy or something want to make a point over the caller.
Right.
Opie knows, pulls the caller down so you don't hear him yelling and us trying to yell over him.
And there's times that I got to adjust everyone's mic volumes because of things going... Just these stupid, tiny little things that make the show run, much smoother. But someone decided,
take him out of the mix.
Completely take me out of the mix. Completely. I can't just play. I can't play any of the news clips without going to Steve, and it's just dumb.
Steve is now in control.
And now we got a delay in our headphones. What is that about?
That's interesting. There's some kind of delay. I hear when I talk. All of a sudden, I hear it kicking back. You, Jimmy?
Yeah, but I feel good because I can hear the show twice. I hear it live, and then I hear the headphones a few seconds later.
We're getting the replay as it happens. There you go. Now it's gone.
It's fine. Just a little echo.
Yeah, a little echo never hurt, right? Sure.
I'm not used to seeing little Ope's hands. They're holding the pen. They got nothing to do over there.
They are just... He's going to be insane by the end of the show because old Fidgety has nothing to do with his hands.
He'll just start figuring with buttons and like moving things around and adjusting everything and making it perfect.
You'll hear him tapping things on and off.
Yeah.
We just need one person that is able to communicate with this radio show. I mean, just to assume that this is going to be okay is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's a leap of faith on someone's part.
Guess what? There are times I throw two callers on at the same time. Now
Stop.
I have to tell Steve, go to 1 and then put caller 3 on bank 2. It's dumb.
Oh, boy. Oh, you have no control over callers either. That's right.
I think I could answer them in here.
Yeah. Oh, you can? Ooh.
And actually, I probably could, control the phones at least.
Ah. Ooh. What's that scratchy, squeaky noise?
I'll have to move way over.
Opie's mic. The mic boom just went into his crotch. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Just tighten her up.
You'll never get that close.
I got it. Okay. Stay away from me.
Prop it up with a 2x4.
That looks good.
Everyone should really stay away from me today.
My God! Just run, Ben.
Because
run for your lives.
I was the cheerleader to get us all down here before vacation. I was the go-getter. Anthony couldn't be bothered.
Oh, could I not be bothered coming down here?
He wanted to just stay in New York and get ready for his vacation. I don't blame him, but I thought it would be very important to come down here before vacation, get everything set, because we're coming off the premium April 2nd.
Yes, we are.
I'm not coming back down here again.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm done. We had to wait 15 minutes just to get into the building because that wasn't set up right. It's just incompetence all over the place. It really is. There's no reason Ant and I should be sitting at in front of a security guy who has no idea who we are, which is fine, and we have to sit there for 15 minutes because there's no real setup to get us right in the building.
Yeah, that was interesting. Well, unfortunately, they could blame it on us because we didn't bring our little tags. But the system should be a little better. I remembered my little tag last time.
Yeah.
I forgot it this time. So we walk in, and the security guy at the front door, we say, "Hi, we're Opie and Anthony from the Opie and Anthony Show." Anthony. Yeah, okay, this is going to be easy.
Yeah.
He had no clue who we were, what we were doing there, or anything. So, yeah, we work here. We work in New York, but we're here broadcast. I might as well have been going, blah, 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 blah. Because the guy had no clue what I was talking about. Okay. Like I could have been a guy walking in off the street asking if I could walk through the building. That's how he treated us.
Yeah.
Which is, sit down, fill this out, put this sticker on, I'll call somebody. And he's like, who's your contact here? And Opie goes, Hugh Panero!
Thinking that would be... I was thinking...
I don't think the guy knows Hugh Panero.
No, he's a security guy.
He has no clue
wearing a bone necklace. He has no idea who Hugh is.
I'm thinking if there's one guy that he would know, it had to be the top the top guy.
Absolutely not. He had no clue who that was either.
Dude, you'd have been better off saying Mr. XM.
And then he's trying to explain another ridiculous corporate system, and I'm just pacing.
Yeah.
I am pacing back and forth like those panthers you see in the zoo.
Yeah. So he goes, who's your contact? And we go, okay, well, call Megan. So he doesn't call Megan. He calls some guy that's supposed to call Megan to have her come and get us. And then after a few more minutes, I'm like, who did you call? He goes, I called, and he gives me some acronym. I have no idea what he said.
ECC.
Was it?
Yeah.
Great. So I said, well, is he going to call whoever needs to come down here to get us? Because I think he probably said, okay, hung up, and when he gets to it, he'll get to it. Meanwhile, we're going on the air soon, so I really need to get this taken care of. So he made another call to the guy. It was just all of a sudden back to a lot of corporate stuff with calls and middlemen and intermediaries and stuff. So it was a little difficult to get in today. And that was just the beginning. And now we sit here, and Opie has no board, and...
Maybe if I move this.
I
can't be way over here.
So where are you going?
There you go.
Oh, you moving over a little more that way? Oh, the keyboard when it slides.
Slide a little, you have to slide over a little bit more, though. It's not in the right place.
Stop it.
No, I just want it to be in the right place.
You heard that?
I didn't hear it. It's fine.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. Pretty
All right,
difficult.
so we're here in Washington, D.C. I couldn't be more thrilled, so this is great.
You're digging it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the D.C. I want to come down here more often.
Wait, let's go to the phones. Let's see if these work at least.
All right, take a few calls.
Frank in Jersey.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I didn't mean to throw some gasoline on
Wow,
the fire, but,
there is an echo thing going on now that I can't even talk over.
Can you hear me now?
Am I having an acid flashback?
Hey, Opie.
No one hears that in Radio Land, though.
I know. Well, it's gone. They got to deal with us hearing it.
Is it gone?
It's gone now.
All right, now it's gone.
We got the caller?
Frank.
Yeah.
Frank.
You guys are echoing.
Wait, can we take a call? What?
Your mic's not on because I can't.
Mic isn't on. Oh my God! Oh no! He's going to kill somebody. He is absolutely going to kill somebody. Ben's mic is not, and if Ope had the board, click, that mic would have been on. It seamless.
Hey, Cozy, I'd get that mic on. All right.
It's not. Cozy Steve is going to have... Dude, you are
No, you know what? I'm not even going to blame Steve because this.
No, I mean he's in a situation now where he is going to have to chop.
But listen, listen, Steve has to run all the stuff that I usually run. Yeah. I swear, Steve, I will not blame you for anything today because I know how ridiculous this is for you to try to read my mind.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm trying.
That was a simple thing. Oh, Ben's coming in the studio. Boop.
Yeah, you hit the button.
Right.
The mic is
No,
right.
but it has nothing to do with you. Do you understand that?
No, I got you. I'm just telling you that we're having two conversations going on in here, so it's so much more difficult.
I can hear the sweat on those Lebanese fingers already.
He's freaking out, man.
I just want to be cozy and be loved.
This is just another example that this channel is running itself at this point. It's running itself. One phone call, I would have been able to say, you know, I just assumed, stupid me, that it would look pretty much like it did last time we were down here, or something like we do every day in New York. Not a completely different setup where you take me out of the mix. Is that mic now on? I don't know.
It's on.
It's on now.
Sweetie turned it on.
What were we going to say, Ben? Because I don't even remember.
They have to fix there's something wrong with the phones in New York that delay is happening, so Jaime's working on it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't take phones yet?
Not
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, bullshit, we can't hear that echo. We heard at least two Anthonys talking in the background.
Oh, you did?
So it does go out over there.
All right, so then they can see some of the hell we're in right now.
Oh, cool. And when all else is said and done, Opie's mic sounds like he's at the bottom of a well.
I don't know if I think that's someone now. I think that it sounds okay out on the monitor. I think that someone might be a little messing with his mic. Sounds funny. Because the levels actually, you know how the levels are perfect here.
Yeah. All right.
Jeez.
Well, I'd love to know when we'll be able to take calls. Is that a major problem, or is that a problem that can be solved within minutes? Yeah? I see phone calls being made in there. And
Jaime's ready to kill somebody.
He's calling New York trying to get it worked out.
Poor cozy Steve. The pressure is now completely on Steve, even though, like I said,
it's really not.
Fault.
It's really not. I won't get pissed at Steve at all because it just doesn't make sense on any level if you understand the inner workings of the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
I mean, you know, I think they made a corporate decision because I was talking to Jaime that they're taking the boards out of all the talk studios down here. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's great, but you should be talking to the guys that are running these shows to see if that's going to affect the show.
For the most part, on talk shows, a guest will come in, maybe during a commercial break. He'll sit down at a mic. Everyone will know that mic has to be up by the time they join the show, and then you talk to them. But a show like this, someone's running into a microphone. It's very hard to just pop the mic up for that guy if you're not in the situation.
Simple as this. Probably Elo's listening right now, and these guys want us down here.
Yeah.
We're not coming back for this setup because it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't work for this show.
You're not going to take away something that I've been doing for close to 20 years because it makes sense for other shows.
Yeah. This show is a unique beast.
Every show is unique. There might be other guys out there that need special things done in their studio. Just to take all the boards out of every studio because it makes sense to some, gearhead out there. No. And if someone was running this channel, they would be going to each show going, all right, what are your needs when you come down to Washington? Mm-hmm. I noticed, because I've spent so much time in New York, that you run your own board, and you do a good job at that. So I, as the guy running this channel, I noticed that it's going to be different when you're in Washington. Is that okay?
Nothing.
That's the conversation I would have.
Sure.
I should just run the channel. I swear to God, I should just take myself off the air. I'll do a little something, and then I'll run the freaking channel.
Oh, you can't come off the air.
Actually, I could do both. I could run this channel in my sleep. That's what amazes me. This is the easiest thing in the world. You just communicate with the show and find out what their needs are. Frank in Jersey, what's up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Your microphone sounds like shit, man. Anthony's blasting through the radio, and then you can barely hear you. It sounds like you're at the bottom of a well.
All right, thank you, Frank.
That's what he wanted to say?
That was it.
Anthony in Oceanside, what's up?
You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I can't hear a word you're saying. Not only that, Anthony's got the crazy radio DJ voice this morning, and so does Opie, and it sucks, and fuck Washington. Ooh, keep it up, guys. Ooh, touchdown.
The crazy DJ voice?
Well, the mics
I don't think they've changed our voices, have they?
The mics are a little different. Max in Dallas. What's up, Max?
Hey, boys. God dang, I can hear
Max.
you. This is too cool. I was just
he can actually hear us.
Opie, the reason you don't have a board is because you don't know how to run it. Remember? Didn't somebody already say that to you?
That was more of a joke. You have no idea what goes on a regular basis.
I think there might be a weird delay thing going on the phones here.
Really?
Are you catching that? Where I think they're hearing us a little later than we think they're hearing us.
Like we're not hearing the delay, but it still exists.
Yeah. Like we say, hey, how you doing? And then they chime in a little later. Mm-hmm.
I say on the next call we make a concerted effort to notice that, all of us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Are there any more phones?
All right, let's try
this guy.
Dugout Doug.
All right.
Hey, Doug, what's up today? How do we sound on the phones?
Hi, Doug.
Oh, this is really bad, and I had a radio station ready for you guys if you want to go to that little bit this morning.
Wait, what's wrong with the phones, though? You're a faithful listener of the program.
Yeah, right now you guys sound like a really bad cell phone, cutting in and out, fading in and out with the volume, and and the callers sound like that over the radio, and while I'm on the hold. You guys sound fine over the radio. The callers sound like they're fading in and out of volume. Right now, you guys sound like you're in and out of volume over the phone.
Over the phone, we sound a little weird to you.
Yeah, you're fading in and out. You're going up and down in volume. And I sound like it on the radio right now.
Huh, interesting.
Well, there's a delay.
Yeah, I hear a little delay going to you.
Dugout Doug, say hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Doug.
See, there's the delay.
All right, well, we got to take the phones out of the mix, too. That's good. That's really good for a talk show.
Bye, Doug.
Thank you for playing along. Thanks for that little experiment. All right, well, technically, we're a disaster today.
Again.
Hopefully, we can make up for it with our creativity, some fun clips and hijinks that I can't wait to see if we can even play. Because that's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, we got lots to do.
I hear we got Pat O'Brien audio that I have not heard yet, and I hear it's great.
It's amazing. He's trying to get a girl to do a threesome, and that's why he went into rehab.
Yeah, he's in rehab. He did one of those, what you call phone calls, Opie, where he was completely smashed, I guess, hammered. Or that could just be the excuse. Maybe he wasn't hammered and said, I better check into rehab and tell people I was drunk because that's the only excuse I have for this. Called up some chick, was trying to convince her to get into a threesome with him and his wife, and is using profanities, and I guess this chick taped this, and now the tape is out, and that's why he went into rehab. Because for some reason, if you go into rehab, it gives you a clean slate. If he didn't go into rehab and this tape came out, he'd be screwed, in trouble, big time. But you go into rehab, everyone goes, oh, well, he's in rehab.
Right.
Of course it's okay.
What, can you just deny it's him? I mean, I know it might sound like him, but on the phone it never sounds exactly the same.
No, you can't.
You really shouldn't deny it. It just makes it worse, I think.
Well, no one should do it.
Maybe there's pictures.
Why don't we take a break, give these guys a few more minutes to make sure the bugs are, are fixed in this damn thing.
Giving them a whole commercial break?
And then, well, can we play a song or something? Eric, you got anything cool back at the home base there that you can play? He'll play something.
Will give us a lot of time. Maybe they could
because no one wants to hear us bitch anymore, and I understand that, but it just amazes us that there's just still problems. It just amazes me. If I was running the station, I would have been here at 4 in the morning to make sure everything was set and ready to go.
But I don't consider that bitching.
But that's stupid me.
I consider that just talking about the situation at hand.
All right. Well, we'll take a break. We're going to play the Pat O'Brien audio. We got to talk about the ride over here, Anthony.
Yes.
Got to talk about the train ride up. Want to do the post-Ozzy interview stuff that our observations. It was really, really cool.
The happiest boy in the world yesterday.
Anthony has a new movie theater experience.
Yes.
Also, we got Dee Dee in the house. Cricket, she's going to do the news today. The Mad Mexican's going to stop on by. We're going to talk to Sal, the cab driver from last night, who decided he wanted to fishtail us all the way home.
Nice.
From Georgetown, and lots going on in the news, obviously. So
Sal, the cab driver?
Sal, the cab driver.
That was his name? I thought he was, foreign.
I don't know. His name was Sal, I guess.
I thought it was Saul.
It's some awful, yeah.
I thought we
it
had...
was Sal, Ben's saying.
Okay.
I thought we were turning into some wacky morning show where we have the cab driver.
Keith, did you just say something?
I did say something.
Oh. Yeah, see, I can't control your mic, sorry.
What's that, Keith?
I said the cab driver's name was Saul.
Oh, there he is.
It's on, right? Wasn't it on or no?
It's barely on.
I think it was.
I would have
pot him up a little.
Potted him up a bit.
A little higher, you know. But
Keith isn't very, on the mic. You're not a broadcaster, so it's, Maybe you'd have to turn your mic up a little more, but who knows that?
Let me let's say hi to Peter. I'm gonna see if the phone's
You're getting
working.
real weak, man. In the old days, you used to flip out, break things. You're getting old, man. I'm telling you, your show lost the edge.
You know what the problem is? There's nothing in front of him to break. They're taking everything away. You
that's
can't
your
break
idea of
granite.
losing the edge? Is that he's not throwing something?
You know what, Peter? The problem, Opie, man. I mean, he comes in there to Washington, station. They just dissed him all over the place. Didn't ask him any questions. What do you want? If it was me and I had talent coming in there, first question, I have a questionnaire sheet. What do you need? Tell me your needs. What do you want? We'll take care of you. You're our premium guys. I mean, I would have had.
You looking for employment?
They just ignored you like you were nothing.
The guy that sort of runs the radio station, he called me around 6 o'clock last night to ask if I was in Washington yet. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to dinner.
And nice follow-up.
That was the first time. Nice. That was the first time I heard from him. As far as this whole D.C. trip goes. So, no, dude, you know what? Here's Peter. Here's the problem. People are sick of me bitching and complaining and screaming. I get that. There's a point where it's fun for the radio show and it has its place. But then it gets to a point where people are like, oh, God, another show where Opie's losing his mind and Anthony's, bitching too. They don't want to hear that after a while. And we even acknowledge that. And we talked to the gang down here in Washington. We're like, look, we'll try to bitch less, but get everything, set up and set up nice for us. That's why when we get back and we're off the premium, supposedly everything is going to be running nice and smoothly. We'll see.
It's going to be perfect when we get back to New York.
But I understand people don't want to tune in every day hearing bitching and complaining. But it just boggles the mind that we have these problems still.
Are they that stupid there? They don't see that you guys run a very unique show, and that your talent that needs to be talked to before you come down to a new venue and say, what are your needs and wants? They just don't care about you, I don't think.
Oh, see? Opie's trying to get a word in edgewise.
Well, I would have been able to...
The delay, this guy keeps talking over Opie talking because he hears silence because there's a delay.
But see, what I would have done...
Pot him down.
I would have potted him down and talk over him, but I don't have any controls over anything today because some idiot thought this was a good idea.
No control.
See, here's the problem. The person that is sort of running this channel, I think he's spread too thin, obviously.
Is that it?
And he has a lot of other things he has to worry about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's take a little break.
Eric. Is Eric going to talk to us back in New York at all? What?
We're going to do it here.
He's probably running around like crazy.
We're going to fire off all that other stuff from in here.
What do you got to play?
We got Ben chose Anthony's Martini Steve song, and then we'll do...
Well, that's what I want to know, because then we... Okay. You set things up in radio.
Gotcha.
Just to play it doesn't mean... It won't mean anything to somebody out there.
Gotcha.
Martini Steve, obviously, who's talking there, Anthony.
Yeah.
Likes his flame clothes.
Loves his flaming clothes.
He's wearing one of his flame shirts today.
Mm-hmm. And he's actually on fire in there.
Right.
Trying to work the board.
Right, he's losing his mind in there. And so you got with your brother.
Yep.
And you did a little song about Martini Steve.
A little song parody. Back to my roots, Opie.
It's basically a play on the fact that he likes wearing a lot of things with flames on it.
That's true.
Check this out.
He's got some flaming shoes, the kind of pyro would admire. He makes contestants bring in food, and he runs the Boundary Music Empire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. He only buys flaming attire. His clothing's like a barbecue. His laundry never needs a dryer. If you're selling burning shoes, this drunken Lebanese will buy 'em. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. He only buys flaming attire. Yeah, he's got some flaming shoes, the kind that Satan would desire. If you're with him drinking booze, a smoke detector is required. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire.
like sand through the hourglass. So is the O&A virus.
Wow. You rule, Bernie.
Bernie.
No.
This one, right?
Yes, this
Oh, what are you motherfucker? Tony, Opie, you're asking for trouble. Tony. Oh, he's coming over.
Oh, Bernie, sit down.
Oh, my God. Wait.
He's really mad. You pissed off Bernie.
All right, get over there.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting real hot in here.
You don't have to take that. You don't have to take that, Bernie.
All right, sit down.
Stand up for your rights, Bernie.
Sit down, Bernie. Sit down. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, Paul.
Sit down.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
All right, have Bernie sit down.
Take a seat.
Let's all calm down.
That's all right. Yeah. Hand over that fucking CD. Oh, you gotta have another. You lunatic.
All right, Bernie.
Oh, he's fine, Paul. Oh, he's fine.
You tell him to relax.
Tell him.
Yeah, everyone just relax.
Everybody relax.
All he did was take the CD out.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Keep your CD. I won't be here again.
Bernie! Bernie's leaving! Oh, man. All right, he's walking out. Wow, man. Holy shit.
Wow.
That was legendary. That was the rage. That was what happened on that train.
Oh, my God. I'm not even kidding.
That was what happened on that train. We saw it.
He was out of his mind.
Hey, you know what's odd? We were talking about Rain Man, and when you were watching Rain Man, remember, it was kind of like you look at Dustin Hoffman and go, not too bad. He's a little kooky and stuff, but he seems nice and sweet. And then that time he lost it at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, just lost his mind. That's what we saw, that snap.
That was right now. You just threw his CD. It was like a Pop-Tart in the toaster, and a little smoke billowed up, and he couldn't handle it.
Right. Imagine that, you didn't see it coming. Like, no, it came out of nowhere. He just
Fuck you. Keep your CD.
Yeah, keep your CD. Fuck you. And take this with you. You have another. Keep your CD. Wow.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony. Stay fucking tuned, because I'll come and fucking kill your baby pet.
What makes bad kids bad? What makes them do the things they do?
Here it comes.
Live.
That's right.
From Cracktown, USA.
It's a joke.
Deep in the heart of Washington, D.C. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Quote, drive safely. Unquote. Isn't that lovely?
Let's make a party out of it.
Opie and Anthony Show.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. Don't give up on this radio show today.
How do I sound, Ope?
You sound great.
I sound good now?
Yeah.
Fix my mic?
Yeah, everything is good.
All right. Ready to rock. All right, I'm just fucking with
Now
you.
Anthony's just being an asshole. Oh, my God,
People
you guys.
panicked. What?
Oh, my God. Wow.
Steve, you got a
panic.
Wow.
Panic.
As you guys were enjoying that little song parody about Martini Steve, all hell just broke loose.
People are going insane in multiple states, Opie.
There was yelling going on, and Elo comes in with coffee, hoping that it would be a nice morning for everybody. Do not turn off this show today. This is the one. This is the one where it all goes horribly wrong.
Elo walked in here with a look on his face. I can only imagine the similar look on JFK's face during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Him walking in with his nice suit and everything, and the trouble on his face.
With his Terry Schiavo haircut.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And the same look, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
His mouth agape. Is he smiling or is he pissed? I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
I was out getting my coffee, and he had a little box of coffee. He came in very nice, brings us a box of coffee.
Starbucks box of coffee.
And if he had it his way, he would put a few people into a coma.
He just called me over. I was out there. He goes, "Come here for a second." And it's the first time I've ever really realized he could fire me. I was really afraid of him. I'm
That's
like, oh,
the boss,
this is what they deal with.
So he wasn't mad at me. He's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, phew, I thought it was me."
Yeah, so there was yelling and screaming, and then Elo's coming in, and Jaime is running around threatening to fire people, and then
Jaime's making threats on the phone.
And then Ben comes in and goes that Eric is scared in New York and sounded like he was going to cry.
It's serious. Ben came in and he goes, "Dude, Eric sounds like he's going to cry."
Where is Ben? Is he brave enough to say what he said to us during the commercials on the air?
It's Ben.
Ben is actually running around so much today. His hair is perfectly neat.
Really? Because he's running so much and it's offsetting the natural
Anthony,
mussiness.
We all went to dinner and we were just... Ben was talking like about something. We have no idea because we were just amazed at his hair. Remember? We were all just like secretly staring at it. He had at one point, you know, what would be anyone else's bangs sticking completely straight out.
It was off. He's talking and I look over at Ope. And Ope was just staring at his the top of his skull.
It just went straight out
like
an awning.
And then I'm trying to get Jim's attention. Then he's in on the gag, and then Keith, and then Ben knew that we were messing with him. So then
what are you talking? Come on!
It was very funny. So where's Ben?
I don't know.
He's looking for Jaime right now.
See, Ben's not brave enough to say what he said off mic.
I'm sure he's actually looking for Jaime. That seems to be.
Where's Jaime?
He's probably in the floor somewhere. Like, there's hatches that you pull up. This is like a submarine, this place. There's hatches you pull up on the floor and crawl in.
You know that listener that called and is like, what's wrong with you, Ope? In the old days, you'd break stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need to break stuff anymore because other people are breaking stuff back in New York, I'm hearing.
Apparently, other people are breaking things. We found out, I guess, that Mars, the guy back that helps us out in New York, Jaime had said something to him over the phone. I think a threat. Went over the phone, a threat.
A threat about his job, I believe?
A threat about perhaps his job. And as Ben was listening on the phone, he just heard a kaboom, he said. He heard kaboom, and then the phones went dead.
Yeah,
apparently Mars smashed the phone.
I guess they knocked the phones out. I don't know if they're back working yet. And then Ben hears Eric in the background. It sounds like Eric is scared for his life and is ready to cry.
And he's ready to cry.
And now Eric is rolling his eyes like, that's not true. But that's what we're hearing, Eric, so I don't know. Ben, there's Ben. Come in here.
I'd be scared if Mars was on a rampage. Look at 8-year karate experts. Mars is a little psychopath. Yeah, I wouldn't tangle with him.
Between him and Master Po, we're scared for our lives every day in New York.
Well, Po trains him. That's how they know each other.
Yeah.
In between breaks, they're training each other.
Kicking each other's ass.
What are you talking about, the Stress Factory till 3:30 in the morning?
Ben, so what happened?
I was just in engineering, so I just missed where I'm trying to find.
No, what you were saying during break with Mars slamming.
Mars smashed the phone. Eric sounded like he was going to cry. And, it's just another day at the office. It's just difficult. Just getting used to it.
You were on the phone. the backdrop behind Opie, it says Opie and Anthony. It's a big plaque. Just halfway fell off the wall.
Please leave it like that. That's exactly how it should be.
One half of it just fell off the wall.
Just leave it like that.
This is hysterical now. I can't take it.
It just shows you how important we really are to the company. You know damn well.
It's sitting at a 45-degree angle.
You know damn well just before we got here that it probably said Bob Edwards. You know.
It just fell off the wall.
It's like, it was Bob Edwards yesterday, like, oh, no, but make them feel important quickly. You know, throw their poster board up behind them.
Yeah, throw it up there, and it just falls off the wall.
The duct tape
is that funny. I just cannot wait. When are we going to... I say halfway through the show, we're going to be knee-deep in water for some reason. Like the place is sinking. Unbelievable. Yeah, Jimmy's taking a picture of that. That is classic. It just fell off the wall.
All right, well...
Welcome.
All right, now that it's... 7:40 on the East Coast. I guess we're ready to do a radio show finally, Anthony. I don't know what's going on with the phones. I have no idea.
Oh, God.
I have no idea, but here we are in D.C.
Yes.
Where do we begin? Well, I got to tell you, on the way down, we took the Excella.
Yeah.
I was on an earlier train than you guys, and I went right to the quiet car. They have these quiet cars. They're amazing.
You went to the snobby car.
You call it the snobby car?
Yeah, they're a little snobby in there. I understand, though. You know, you go in there, it's the silent car, because the rest of the train blows.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're calling where I sat the snobby car, the quiet car. Where were you sitting?
I was in the first class section of the Acela. First class.
Yeah, that's not snobby
at all. Which is also the silent car because it's empty. Nobody else dares go into first class because it's such a worthless place to be on a train.
Yeah, because you really don't get anything
You don't really
extra.
get anything else.
You get a meal. That's slightly better than the concession food or whatever they call it.
Slightly better. And one thing I've noticed, you don't get kids up there. Like, no one's going to pay for a stupid kid to be in there, so you don't get kids. And I hate kids on trains and planes. They just yapping if they're that age or crying if they're babies. So to not have to deal with that, why not?
I enjoyed first class at you.
I would love to have a conversation with you, Keith, but I can't control your microphone today.
Uh-oh. Oh, poor Steve. He is to the stress and pressure that he is
under. He's not a mind reader.
I was just saying.
No. Here, move to that mic.
No, dude. Keith is too far away. He's cranked all the way up right now.
Go ahead, talk.
I was just saying.
He's sucking the mic.
I was just saying how I enjoyed first class with Anthony yesterday.
He was in first class with me, and then they kicked him out.
Yeah, Keith the cop decided to come down here with us, and because he's a cop, you get to ride the trains for free, right?
There was a certain courtesy extended to me by the conductor of the train. And he was kind of an old crotchety bastard, but when I went down...
He was.
When I went down, I showed him my identification, and he pointed towards the front of the train. Now, when we got there, Anthony went in that direction to the front.
First class.
And everybody else went to the rear. So I went to go with everybody else because I know Anthony's going up to first class. But the conductor pointed me to first class. So I said, okay. I walk all the way up with Anthony. I sit down. They give us the nice little nuts in the glass.
It was lovely.
In the glass,
Whatever
the hell it was.
Dude, are you panicking on telling your story?
Oh, he is having a nervous breakdown on the air.
Really is. It's just that I have this. It's like a cock in my mouth almost. How close I have to be.
I know, hard to concentrate without smiling.
To the microphone. I mean, I got to be
waiting
right
for
on
that
top
luscious
of the
surprise.
I know.
Normally, you're a couple inches away and you can talk, but now.
You've been doing radio with us for many years, and I just noticed that you're just completely panicking. You have no confidence in your story.
So anyway,
it's a good story.
I walk up. Now I'm sitting there with Anthony in first class. We have a nice little table. I take the little napkin. I put
Keith,
it on
there's
my
something
lap.
wrong with that mic. Go over there.
Oh, that's really going to throw him.
No, it's a little hard to hear.
No, there's something wrong with that mic. I'm telling you.
All right. That mic now, Steve. You're on it. Nice.
Are you saying a microphone makes a story awful?
Listen to the difference.
Is that better?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Now I could hear it.
So we're sitting in first class. I put the little napkin down on my lap. We get the menu. I order lunch, and
they actually have menus up there in first class. It's a
And
train, though. It's like,
I text message Ben saying I'm sorry, but I'm in first class, and we had some food that I kept that we all had earlier on. And just as we're ordering lunch, the conductor comes up and goes,
Ticket.
And I said, well, I talked to you outside, and he goes, you can't sit in first class. So now I'm embarrassed because now there's people looking at us. Anthony's sitting there, and he's like, I said, well, I'm with him. And
I wasn't going to help him out.
No, Anthony was...
I'm not getting thrown out of first class.
No, Anthony kind of just like, pretended he was sleeping. He closed his eyes. He was reading the paper. And he goes...
That's my panic mode. That's what I do.
Let me see your ticket. You're not supposed to be in first class.
So I got thrown out of first class. It made me take all my stuff and walk back. And
they told him to leave. And it was right after he bragged to Ben on his text message that he was in first class. Did you have to go back to Ben and go, I got thrown out?
I had all my stuff, and I come walking back, and...
Looked like Felix Unger being thrown out of his house. That sign just fell even more. It's going to come off the wall.
Is this a barometer just, trying
how the show is going?
Trying to tell us that the show stinks so far?
When the sign hits the floor, it's time to just leave the show.
Who knows?
There you go.
Jim is taking pictures of the progress of the sign as it falls.
To make an animation of it.
Are you done with that great story there, Keith?
No.
It was very exciting, yes.
Tell the party at the end what happened.
No.
That's it. No.
All right, well, you were in first class, Anthony. I went to the quiet car to get some Z's, as they say.
Snobby car, yeah.
And, God, I love the silent car. It's my people.
It's your people.
It's my people, I noticed.
And it's
a car filled with uptight asses like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Uptight asses.
Yeah.
And as soon as someone, it is the quiet car, so you're supposed to do pretty much nothing.
Nothing. You sit there and sleep.
You're not allowed to use cell phones. You're not allowed to have loud conversations.
Don't even clear your throat.
You can't conduct business. If you're just, moving your luggage around in the luggage racks, too loud, someone will say something. Yep. But the beauty is, like I'm always on edge and ready to go, right? So some lady's on her cell phone. I'm ready to pop up and say something because I'm ready to, crash, right?
Silent car.
Oh, dude, 3 people beat me to it. I'm like,
really?
Oh, this is awesome.
What do they say?
Oh, they're just rude as hell. This is the quiet car.
Quiet car.
No cell phones on the quiet car.
Shh. You get shushes?
Oh, a lot of shh.
Quiet.
It was good.
Quiet.
But the beauty of it is, I was behind all these guys, because I was ready to get up, and nope, I didn't have to do any of that.
The quiet car. When you have to walk through it, you're all like, ooh, tiptoey. Got to be all quiet.
It's great though when you do a morning show and you're really tired after the show though. It's perfect for us.
Go to sleep.
It's perfect for us,
Did you talk on your cell phone once in the quiet
No,
car?
I turned it right off.
You did.
I had like 8 messages when I got to DC.
I know. I've been in the silent car before. I have. I'll fess to that. And I know that there are people that insist on using their goddamn cell phones and they'll talk quiet.
Yeah.
We have to leave the village. We have to go find some medication.
Very quiet.
Almost, you always say what's on your mind. This is the quiet car. I can't act in the quiet car.
Yeah, there are people that'll try to talk in the quiet car. And shush them.
But a bunch of wimps, though. I gotta point out this one thing.
Yeah.
Then there's a black guy gets on in Philly.
Uh-huh.
If you've seen the pictures of like Britney Spears' old bodyguard, that
big guy,
behemoth of a guy.
Yeah.
There's a guy like that sits down in what could only be described as gang colors.
Jesus.
And he's on his cell phone pretty damn loud.
In the quiet car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, where was anybody chiming in?
Hey, and I was one of them, too.
You didn't say anything.
Hey, if you want to talk, I understand. Oh, yeah, the same. It was an old guy, mostly, that was the leader of the quiet car, jumping up at every moment he could. To
every little sound.
Man, this black guy was just mother effer this and nigga this.
Oh, we are just such pussies, white people.
Oh, yeah, we are.
No one would have shut someone that big up, though.
And every time we do this break, there's a bunch of people that'll call and go, well, I would have said something. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Sure.
And then finally the ticket lady. The ticket lady comes through and she shut them up because they were of the same color.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a little bond going.
I bet he knew he was in the quiet car and just did it to be passive aggressive.
Of course.
Just to do it.
Of course. And I wasn't going to say anything. I'm not going to sit here and make believe I would have.
I would have told him to shut his fat mouth and get off the effing phone now. Cocksucker, it's quiet car. So then I handle things.
So then, where do we go next? I mean, dinner was uneventful except for Ben's crazy hair and Sal, the cab driver.
And the 9 of us sitting at that little awful table. Fucking Ben recommends a place where they put like 8 people at a 2-person table.
Where'd you go?
Clyde's, it was called.
Clyde's in Georgetown. The food was excellent.
It was fine, but I don't like my knees touching Keith on one side and Ben on the other. I don't like other men's knees touching mine when I'm eating.
Those restaurants that want to put you at that little
Anthony,
goddamn table.
It was a circular table that honestly could fit 4 people nice.
4. 3 really nice. 3 really nice.
And what do we have, 5?
5.
Yeah.
Great. Isn't that great? They just want to cram as many people
in.
No,
you're right. Probably 3 tops.
Yeah, 3
Now that I think about it, yeah.
It's like a little cocktail table.
And then we see a bigger table right next to us.
Yeah.
That had room for 6. And we're like, this is perfect. But the place, I guess it's slamming all the time. So they shoved 9 people on that table. 9!
That figures.
Because I'm thinking, we'll just move to the bigger table. Like, no way. Because it's just a very, very busy restaurant, I guess. Mm-hmm. So then we had enough and we jump in this station wagon. I haven't seen a station wagon in so long. I forgot that they even existed.
The family truckster.
A station wagon cab.
Yeah.
And there's 3 in front. The driver, Ben, and who? You?
Me, yeah.
In the front seat.
It was a station wagon. Did it have that little backwards-facing seat in the back for Ben to sit there and wave and try to get the truckers to honk their horn?
When his
hair's a little herky-jerky kid in the back.
When his hair's just right, he does look a little retarded. When it's not combed right.
Ben's a perpetual child, too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
so
just
kid-like.
He is just happy all the time.
Yeah.
Which is great. I wish I could be as happy as he is.
Even when the pressure's on, he's just, well, that's how things go.
So then you had
Get over it.
You had Sal, the cab driver. You had Ben in the middle, just messing with him, going, hey, can you drive us to the gay section of D.C.?
Doing Mark Parental impressions to the cab driver.
Right.
Hey, you got a PlayStation?
He was telling the cab driver on our way to Penn Station yesterday that we all worked for the government, and we were on a secret mission to Washington. And Steve was a sniper. And
really?
Yeah,
Steve?
and he's just he's telling this cab driver all this, and then he would like say, "Well, that's all I could tell you," and then he would like keep telling him more stuff. He's twisted. He loves just like, I don't know if it's like some weird thing in his head where he actually believes this stuff, but he feels he has to tell these embellished stories about who he is. What he does.
Gossip.
That's great.
Well, even if it's fake.
Yeah.
He's got to gossip.
He's on the phone right now, just pacing back and forth. God, you know how most people pace like 5 feet, maybe just back and forth a little bit
in one spot.
Ben paces a 100-yard haul.
The whole building.
That? It was just like back and forth, back and forth. The one thing with Ben, you know, everyone knows by now Norton does all these little, you know, gags and stuff. Ben loves those gags, but does them just really, really bad. You know,
the worst at him.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's Sal the cab driver, Ben, Norton in the front, then it's myself, Keith, and Martini Steve in the back. And this guy is rocking. He's cranking the music. He's on his cell phone. I wish Ben was in here for this break.
He's busy.
Yeah, but see, it's taken away from the show because he has to deal with other stuff because stuff wasn't set up. See, he's waving Steve off. We can't get him on the air right now. Because Ben was just working the cab driver big time.
I wonder who he's talking to. I didn't say an ounce. I said an 8-ball.
So, it's not as good if Ben's not in here.
I will say, though, with Ben and that guy, my knees were pressed up against the front of the dashboard. I don't like to ride without a seatbelt at all.
No.
It was a really uncomfortable cab ride.
You didn't have your seatbelt on?
No, I couldn't because Ben was there.
That's bad.
Fat baby legs all over the buckle.
Try to get your belt both of you in.
Yeah, Ben,
at the same time.
I should have put him on my lap like they would have on a plane.
Little kid.
Yeah. Bubbles!
But Ben is just...
wouldn't go past this huge hog.
You have to get an extension just to tie his cock off. Like a tourniquet around that fat embarrassment he calls a penis.
But we noticed the cabbie's just not right because he's talking on the cell phone, and then Ben makes him crank up the music, and then all of a sudden he just takes off, dude. And am I lying? Did he fishtail a couple times?
It was awful.
And yeah, Norton and I are in the same boat when it comes to that stuff. Ben thinks it's the best ride he's ever had, and I'm like, will you just stop right now? I'll get out right now.
They think they're doing you a favor.
Yeah,
this must be how you guys drive because you're a little loud and fun.
It kind of brought me back to being a teenager and in my early 20s, where you have those friends that will drink, smoke pot, do coke, and then want to go for a ride. And you don't want to be the kid where you're the wimp kid. So you go along with it. I think you kind of talk about this in your act a little bit. And then you go along with it, and you're in the back seat, scared for your life, but don't want to be the guy to speak up and go, why are you going 85 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road?
I was that guy.
You were that guy?
I used to be the guy that would say something.
You used to say something?
Yeah. No. There were times growing up, like you said, that I would get in a car with somebody, a friend or the friend of a friend kind of thing. You're hanging out, and it's like, oh, I'll give you a ride. And you have no idea how this person drives. And the second he takes off, you go, oh, my God, he's one of these guys. Yep. And it's the drive fast, I mean, ridiculous fast, very reckless, passing over the double yellow, things like that.
Passing over the double yellow up a hill so you don't even know if another car's coming?
And they're laughing and stuff. And no, I was the guy that went, hey, asshole. I go, excuse me, you want to kill yourself? Do it when I'm not in the car. Slow down. Pussy. Yeah, I'm a pussy. Slow down. I was that guy. I would say something. I would always say something. I hate it. When the nerves you would get the second you got in the car, and it would take off, and you realize you were in a car with one of these people, I'd be like, oh, no, one of these. And then you never get in the car with them again. Like, no, 10 miles, I'll walk. That's okay.
I had a friend that basically got his license the day he turned 16. And he was like 6'4". He was buying us beer at 16 years old because he looked like he was like 22. He was the guy that had to shave during 6th period.
The beard in high school, full beard, Grizzly Adams beard in high school.
And he had a Volkswagen convertible that he would drive up onto sidewalks, onto people's lawns. He would knock over mailboxes.
See, that's fun.
Because
I could do that.
His car was a beater.
Because you don't do that at like 60 miles an hour, you know?
Yeah, but, you're sitting on the back, and he just decides he wants to take it off-road. This is before off-road was cool, kids. We live in the suburbs back on Long Island. You don't go off-roading in Centerport.
You drive through the woods a little bit. Why not? Sure.
So it brought me back yesterday. That's what I was thinking on the way to the hotel. I'm like, what am I, 19 again?
Yeah.
And you start thinking like, we only got a couple of miles to go. You start like counting down how close you are. If you don't say anything like that.
Oh, come on, we're almost there. The odds are we'll probably make it.
Yeah.
So then there was this circle. I guess it might have been DuPont Circle or something. Was it DuPont Circle, maybe?
I believe it was. It might have been about a mile or so from the hotel. I'm not sure.
I know nothing of this city.
He took this turn. He never slowed down, and we felt the whole back of the freaking station wagon start fishtailing to the right.
A little strip of paint on the guardrail,
and he's just laughing and hooting and hollering as we go.
Hubcaps came off the car. One hubcap came off and flew into the side.
Hear make that ringing noise.
I would have felt safer on the back of Christopher Reeve's horse. It was an awful hairpin turn. He's a foreigner on his cell phone, and I never want to think about him again. It's terrible.
Well, then he pulls in front of the hotel. He doesn't slow down slightly. He just jams on the brakes.
Great.
And we skid to a stop.
Did you tip him?
Yeah.
That was the best part.
Really?
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden he's like wacky cab guy. All of a sudden he like jumps out of the cab like, come on, you guys are home. And he's laughing. He looked like he could have been related to Ben now that I think about it. He was in that same like, everything's cool. He's opening up the doors. There's cars stuck behind us. You know, he don't care. And he's thanking us all for the ride. He doesn't know who we are, by the way. I'm sure he does this with every ride he gets. And then Norton decides that he gives them the $20 for the
$13 fare
for the fare. But the guy's too busy on his cell phone thanking us, patting us on the back. We're getting his phone number to possibly get him on the show because he's such a whack job. That all of a sudden you just said what? Keep the change?
Just keep it. He was trying to keep talking so I wouldn't ask for my change.
Oh, so you wouldn't ask for your change, and it worked.
It certainly. Cause I asked him for change. I'm like, just give me back $5. He's like, wow, what are you like he wanted more, but he was kind of like being funny with it, and then he kept talking, and I'm like, just keep it.
Oh god damn, he totally got you.
Yeah, but it wasn't an intimidation thing. He was just like a little twerp, but it was just like, ugh. Yeah. Well, I want to wait for this animal to fish into his pockets.
Through disgust.
Yeah.
He got you. Wow.
Yeah.
I hope right now his car is a crumpled mess and his teeth are all over the beltway. I hope that he smashed his face into the dashboard and little chiclet teeth just flew out.
Hey, Steve, what's Ben dealing with? Because he's out of our show now.
Dealing with this situation.
I think he might be trying to get the cabbie on the phone. Either that or it's something else because I guess he shooed me away when I tried to get him. So that usually means he's either yelling at somebody or being yelled at.
See, if everything was set up nice, then we could have Ben on. See, it takes away from the whole process here.
The whole program.
I'm looking at Opie and slowly watching the sign fall.
Yeah.
Have you noticed it's gone down a couple of inches on that side now?
Yeah, the right side just fell about 3 inches.
It's some kind of two-sided tape that's holding it up. And for some reason, it lets go and then it catches it again. And the whole thing will fall completely before the show is over.
Yeah, don't touch it because we'll just laugh like idiots when it happens. And, and you can enjoy it.
You might even hear it at home.
Yeah, Jimmy's the floor. Jimmy's taking another picture of it.
I'm taking photographs of the progress.
And then you can make an animation.
Yeah.
You put all the pictures together and watch it actually fall.
I'm sure someone on Whackbag will do it. Maybe I could have my head bitten off in this one, too. That was a great Photoshop.
Let's go to Duke in Jersey. Duke, what's up?
You guys sound muffled today a little bit. But it's,
Duke. Hey, Duke.
Big Duke 10.
Hey, it's Duke.
Duke.
Yeah,
Love
so
Duke.
I go to California
You're on the air,
one
Duke.
year with my friend, and I'm a city
That's
boy
right.
and everything.
Duke, how you doing, Duke?
Are the phones working, Steve?
They should be. They told me they were, and you're up. So.
All right, they should be. Hey, Duke, how you doing, Duke?
What's up, Duke?
All right, I'm okay. How you guys
Morning,
doing?
Duke.
Sounds like your parents are
Love your films, Duke.
It's too bad because we want to take this conversation to the second level, as Elo.
Second level, adding somebody else.
You go to the expert, and then you go to the phones.
We've pretty much
got
done
some great
all we
phone
could
calls
do
that we can't get to. Well, maybe it's just Duke.
Maybe it's just Duke.
Yeah, Duke sounds like an ass.
UConn.
Hey, what's second, guys?
What is it?
Another college.
Colleges calling in?
You there?
UConn, how you doing?
Temple
UConn.
Hill's on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, UConn, how are you?
Hey, I want to know where.
All right. See the delay.
I hear the delay. I hear me go, how are you? And then I hear, hey, how you doing, guys?
I just want XM to know that we're holding up our end of the bargain.
We are?
Yeah, we're giving very entertaining radio.
But,
yeah, it was some funny stuff the last
That part of the bargain.
But, you know, then we need the phones and everything else to work.
Yeah.
And now the guy that had a really good story is now gone because he can't just sit around waiting for us to figure out what we're doing here.
Yeah, that delay is...
It seemed like it would have been a great story. We brought back a memory for this guy. Maybe I'll try to read his mind. It said he wanted to talk about the time when he was younger that his friend wanted to take him driving. His friend was drunk and decided he needed to drive along a cliff.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I can. You know something? I can almost relate to that. My dear departed dad, many years ago when I lived in California, would just get hammered. And we would be out on something called the Ortega Highway. This is a road that went between San Juan Capistrano and Lake Elsinore, California. And it's a mountain pass. And this road was the most dangerous road ever.
Hairpin
turns, cliffs with no guardrail. 2 lanes, one going one way, one going the other way. Guy in the middle say, "What do you want from me?" And just sheer cliffs. And I would be in the truck, petrified, watching the tires. Like every inch, the tire would go closer to the edge of the road. The adrenaline would pump more, and I would just be in fear for my life. And there's my father just hammered driving, you know, and I'm in the passenger seat. And the trip would take, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes.
Ooh.
And it was just 2 hours of sheer hell and terror the whole time on this mountain road. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm a nut. Sprinkle that into my upbringing.
Did your dad have an open container?
Oh yeah, a beer between the legs. Yeah.
That's how all my uncles drove when we were growing up.
That's how I drove up until probably 5 years ago.
That's when drunk driving was a sport.
Oh, way back then.
It's just not a sport anymore. They've taken that sport away from us. My uncles would be just open beers at my grandma's beach house, and come on kids, we'll get some ice cream, and they're just pounding beers.
It was just all about having beer.
As we're just tooling along 25A, no seatbelts, nothing.
There was a cement distribution plant off of this road also. And you'd be driving, and these huge, what they called Conrock was the company, Conrock trucks, cement mixers, would come just bolting up the other side. And that was another thing, because the old man would move over a little to let the Conrock truck through and get closer to the cliff. Like, oh my God, this is just petrifying me. Petrified. Very scary as a kid.
Yeah.
But always with the beer, yeah. Always the beer between the legs.
It's slightly. I'm going to go off
child abuse.
No, I'm going to go off on a slight tangent because when you just said that, it just brought back a horrific memory. I lost my third grade teacher. I think I was like in maybe 5th or 6th by this point. Yeah. She went away for summer vacation or whatever, or maybe early spring vacation because it was still snowy where she went. She went somewhere deep into Canada.
Deep into Canada.
And she never came back to school to teach because her husband, and I think her friend were all decapitated by a snowplow.
Wow.
Yeah. I forgot her name, and I'm like, wow, why isn't what's-her-name back?
That's terrific.
And why is there a young hot teacher in her place? Well, I remember they had to sit us all down and tell us how she's not coming back, and there was an accident in Canada that involved a snowplow.
Ooh.
And then I found out years later, it involved a snowplow.
Oh, to lose it in Canada.
Ugh. Yeah. Decapitated because the plow was up a little high, and they got into some whacked-out accident.
We had a kid die on that same highway I was talking about, the Ortega Highway. Him and his friends were tooling around up there, and they went off the edge. And one kid was thrown clear and lived. The other kid that was one of the kids that was in the back seat flew out the hatchback, but the hatch slammed shut on his arm right before he was thrown clear, and he just rolled down the side of the cliff with his arm hanging onto the hatchback, like the car just bit him and dragged him down the cliff.
All
right, relax, dude.
Like he almost made it out. The car just decided to poof.
Well, this guy's
grab
back.
Him.
Duke in Jersey. Duke, what's up?
Yeah, so as I was
saying...
Hey,
Duke, how you doing? Oh, that was interesting.
What the hell was that? Duke.
Well, we needed a little promo.
Duke's
where we were.
Yes.
Hey, Duke.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
What's up, Duke?
So,
Duke, is there a delay?
a little bit.
No, a lot of it.
All right, tell your story, Duke.
No, we can't.
Oh, is he gone?
We rarely have a nice phone topic, and we have one now today, and we can't go to the phones. Another guy wants to talk about the Italian mountain roads. They're the scariest. Used to drive drunk, now I drive high. Knocked out by the seatbelt.
Let's try to work with the delay.
Really?
Let's see, yeah. Plunk one down.
All right, let's go back to Duke.
We're going to have to think about this,
Who
though.
I think has his own problems, but we'll see.
Duke.
Yes, good morning, boys.
Now listen to me. We're on a delay, Duke. We're on a really bad delay, so we're going to have to talk almost like walkie-talkie, okay? I'm going to say over when I'm done, and you say over when you want me to talk, okay? Over.
Over.
No, you got to talk first, over.
I have nothing to say, over.
You're an ass, over.
Over and out.
You guys lick balls, over.
At least he's doing it in context. See, this is how we're going to have to do the phones, Opie. We're going to have to do it like KDK12 to KDK1, over.
Yeah, lonely Mrs. Torrance is trying to make conversation.
Can I acknowledge something?
Yes, Opie?
Here.
Over.
Over.
Something that
you didn't say over, Op.
Something that we haven't discussed.
Imagine having to do the show like that all day.
Imagine?
Over. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's far-fetched at this point.
Over.
Dude, over. Crazy, nuts, insane, over.
Over.
You guys do realize.
Motherfucker, over.
I don't know why I like flaming clothes, over. Hi, over. Hey, let me put my Shemp wig on and go to work. Over.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Do I have to say over? Because I do have a very good observation.
All right, let it rip.
That'll throw me off a little bit.
No over.
You guys realize we do work for XM Satellite Radio.
I think so, yeah.
The name XM Satellite Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize what it takes to get a satellite up into space?
Apparently, we thought it was a lot more than it really is because these people did it.
So they could get a satellite up into space.
Yeah.
But we can't figure out a fucking cell phone.
A phone.
Or a phone in
problem.
general.
Yeah. Actually launched satellites.
They launched satellites from the middle of what? Like the Indian Ocean.
The ocean.
And everything has to be just perfect to launch the damn thing, but we can't figure out how to get phones to work on a talk show.
They got them up there. They actually placed them exactly where they needed them to be in space, and they work. The stuff goes up, it comes back down, everyone hears what they got to hear. But for some reason, we can't get the delay out of the phones.
It just amazes me.
It really is amazing.
All right, we're going to take a break. Where's Ben? Ben, just turn your mic on.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hi, Ben.
Hello.
Hey, Ben.
Ben's in the other studio. Now, Ben.
Yes.
We were talking about Sal, the cab driver.
Sal, the cab driver. He's great.
Are we going to get him on the phone today?
Yeah, we can call him. I'm sorry, I had to go do something.
Oh.
Do something.
Yeah.
It looked pretty intense what you were doing.
That involved the program?
Yes, it involved
Personal.
the program. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no.
They're not trying to blame you again, are they?
No.
All right, good. We're over that that part of the
We're all
BS.
Escape Ben.
We're all good.
That's what he is.
Yeah, Ben's not the scapegoat anymore.
Was he calling the hotel, asking him to have his overalls and butcher knife ready when he gets back?
All right, Jim.
I saw a Photoshop on Whackbag of Ben as Chucky, and it was hysterical. It was probably one of the funniest Photoshops I've ever seen.
I've actually been meaning to get the haircut. I'm actually going to get the haircut when we're on vacation.
Yeah,
I
just kind of like it.
It's been like 3 months, 4 months. It's out of control.
It really is out of control.
It's very 70s. It's you, man. It's you.
70s,
It
yeah,
is.
man.
It's groovy.
Yeah.
Groovy.
So, what was your opinion on Sal, the cab driver?
It was fun. Well, we were just being... Jim and I are in the front. I'm in the middle between the guy. The guy's going about 100. We're driving through all the different areas. We're just being jerks.
You're asking for the gay area.
We're just being silly.
The guy's on his cell phone. You're telling him to crank the music. He's fishtailing around corners.
You're like XM satellite radio, and it was, well, that wasn't even the fun cab ride. Was the first one where the guy thought we worked for the government. The one that I took with Keith. Who was in that one? Keith and Anthony and Steve.
Oh, that was from Penn Station.
We made a turn, let's say, and then it was a big deal to take this turn. So then I convinced the guy that we worked for the government, and Steve was a sniper. And
we told all that too.
Oh, okay, I missed all that.
Right on.
That was a good one.
Why don't we take a break? When is the Cricket Dee Dee there, ready to do the news?
Yeah, she's all dressed up and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, Jim, look. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk a little more after the break, and then we'll get Dee Dee to do the news, I guess, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Get us out of here for a little bit. I got to take a leak, get some more coffee.
I'll go with you.
Food.
Oh, 2 men. Over.
One in the bathroom. Over.
Wow, just peeking. Over.
Glory hole. Over.
Tell me when you're going to come. Over.
Dan, can we take a long break, kind of? But keep it entertaining?
Like sand through the hourglass. So is the O&A virus.
I took this one girl to one of these really crappy hotels after the bar. She was so hot, right?
Yeah.
I banged her sister years ago, but this one was the hot one. So I take her to the hotel. It's like, $30 or $40. So we go within like 2 minutes in the room, 3 minutes. I finished. I came. It was just I couldn't hold back. So I called the front desk and I said I saw a roach, so I can get half my money back. Because I don't want to spend the rest of the night with her. I was going to get up again. So I just saw roaches. So I got half the money back.
Can you tell?
I'll tell the one about the other one.
Can you tell my favorite hotel story or the motel story?
Yeah.
My favorite. I don't even care if the faithful listeners have heard it a million times. It's great for the new ones.
Did you go to the front desk with a menorah and matzah in your hand just to really push across that Jew point of yours?
Well, it's not a Jew thing. It's a
Jew thing, you cheap fuck.
No, but I'll drop money all over the place, but there's certain, I'll spend $500 on dinner for friends, but pick up golf tees the next day. It's weird stuff. If you shoot a load in 3 minutes, you want some money back. You should win a prize, right? It's
Tell the motel story where you picked up the girl.
I picked up this one girl after a show at Rascal South. So I go, let's go to the diner. You always take them to the diner. That's to, get them alone first and to the car or whatever. So we're outside the diner parking lot. We're making out in the car. And she goes, I can't do this here. It's a diner parking lot. I go, okay. So I pull next door into the car wash, right? So she goes, I can't do it here. So I go, okay, well, I know a nice place. Not a nice place. It's just a little dumpy hotel, whatever. And it was on the other side of the highway. I drive there, and it's like a crack hotel, right? I mean, the place doesn't have a car in it. It's like a total...
the parking lot is completely empty.
Yeah. Completely empty. So we're in the car fooling around before I go in, and she, gives me a hand job, and I come, right? I have an orgasm. So I'm thinking, well, I'm fucking not going to get a hotel room now.
Not now. You're
so
done.
I go, hold on. So I go, well, let me go in and get a room. So I walk in, right? And I come back out, and I look at it, I go, they're all sold out. And she said, "There's no cars." I go, "Yeah, it's a crack hotel. They don't have cars.
They don't drive.
They don't drive. It's all sold out." Oh, and
they've all walked up.
You're such a creep.
But I gave her my CD as a parting gift. I do that to a lot of girls.
She wins.
Here, take a little piece of me home with you.
So, when you hate your life, just to confirm it.
Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Live from Washington, D.C.
On this day, prescribed by law and marked by ceremony, we are led to one conclusion.
This place
just blows.
You're being harsh.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program, live from D.C. at the XM satellite radio compound in the middle of the ghetto. Had another interesting ride over here, by the way.
We had a nice car driver.
It was nice. XM set us up nice.
We didn't
talk about
drive over in the retard van.
We do talk about the nice stuff, too.
Once in a blue moon, when it happens.
We had a nice town car with tinted windows.
Oh, yeah.
Making us feel very important, Anthony.
Was that because we were just ragging on the fact that they usually pick us up in the retard van with our cartoon faces on the side?
I have no idea.
Feels a little odd. We were ragging about that last week.
I have a feeling that the Opie and Anthony van has been painted over, and they don't want to tell us.
Yeah.
So they're like, look, we'll make it look really good. We'll pick them up in a nice town car, tinted windows, and that'll distract them so they don't see Major League Baseball now on XM satellite radio all over this van that used to have our faces.
Look out the window. That was nice. The Bob Edwards van driving around. Boring people on the road.
NPR. Can I say I listened to that on the way in? At NPR, it is atrocious radio. How does anybody listen to that? It is horrible.
I take a cab every morning in New York to the station, right? That's a quick cab ride. Whoa, what happened there? Every cab driver listens to NPR.
Yeah.
They could barely speak English, but they're getting informed by listening to NPR.
These savages, they're picking up like one word here and there. They think they know American politics. They nod occasionally at the wrong places. It's a commercial, you monkey. What are you nodding at? Oh, it's terrible, boring radio. It's just dry and mildly informative. The most overrated radio in the country is NPR.
It's like a bad, never-ending newscast that just goes on and on.
I was praying for a news ticker sound in the back.
Yeah.
This is NPR. Oh, you fucking dead person with a microphone. It was awful.
Our guest today is the senator from Arizona who will be discussing the... Oh! Jeep, 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 jeep. You want to hear the senator? Jeep, 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 jeep.
It was unlistenably bad. I couldn't get over that this is what everybody raves about as this informative radio. It just stinks.
Yeah, they all listen to it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking on the way over, we're in this town car with the tinted windows.
Yeah.
The tinted windows were there, so people couldn't get a good shot at us, I'm thinking.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, because then...
Can I take a pot shot through the window?
Oh, the driver, he's got this new GPS.
Yeah.
He had this new portable GPS system that he was bragging about. He's like, I'm going to try it for the first time.
Yeah, great.
Well,
test it out on your way driving us to work.
If GPS, the company that makes the GPSs want to make a lot of money, they should have a feature on those things where you avoid the ghetto.
Because, you mean like a red zone, hot zone?
Yeah, because the GPS doesn't know that they're going to take you the shortest way from the hotel to the XM compound, right? But the GPS has no idea that they're going to send you right through the ghetto.
Yeah.
This guy was making lefts and rights through the ghetto. There's burnt-out cars. There's cars in the middle of the road just idling.
Yeah, it gives you the fastest route, but perhaps the fastest route is not the safest route.
Right. They should have a Schwoogie feature.
Oh, Jesus. That's what GPS should be for. Get past Schwoogies.
Oh, I don't even have my bell. How can we do radio like this when I don't have my bell? Ding, ding. Jesus.
Well, think about it, though.
Yeah, well...
Whitey wants to go from point A to point B, but they don't want to have to go through Schwoogieville to get there.
Right. Well, I was a little worried at one point. We're going through the projects, and there was somebody parked in the road which just left barely enough room for the car to squeak through.
Yeah,
and that's a danger because you really have to slow down, and people can jump out and do things, maybe carjack you or something. They kind of do that on purpose sometimes.
Right.
They make it so you have to slow down so they could get to you. You can't speed off. And that was a little frightening because I looked at the guy sitting in the car in the road, and whoo, he wasn't there picking up someone for an office job early in the morning.
Yeah,
Believe me.
He was up to no good. So I even said to the driver jokingly, like, well, usually we beep and yell and scream, but let's not do that today.
To the drug dealer, you said.
Oh,
and he goes, you're right.
You're right. He goes, you're right. Do you know where we're at? I'm like, no. He goes, that's exactly what's going on in this neighborhood. I'm like, great. He goes, that XM, they got a great deal on that compound, but it's in the middle of the ghetto. And we're like, yeah, we understand that.
Fortress XM.
My guy was a little African gentleman who was a pretty aggressive driver, but we had a thing where there was a slow minivan in front of us, and it was on the block where there was 40 young, enterprising youths standing outside. I imagine they were waiting for a school bus, and he's honking at the person in front of us, and there's nowhere to go around.
Oh, no.
And I'm thinking, don't honk, because if the person stops and gets out to confront you, we have no options unless this car has a raise up and go over the car in front of it feature.
Which I doubt it did.
I'm not saying that those enterprising young gentlemen weren't out there doing good.
Sure.
Maybe they were with the public works systems and waiting to get picked up for their jobs.
Could have been. You don't know.
They could have been adopt-a-highway volunteers waiting to clean up trash.
Could have also been holding bricks waiting to do the Reginald Denny impression.
Also a very, very viable possibility.
Here, take this with you. Do a little dance.
You know what we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah.
The Ozzy interview yesterday was just amazing.
I could not believe how happy Jimmy was yesterday.
Up, Ben?
No, I asked him for something.
The happiest little guy.
Yeah, so Jim Norton's dream came true yesterday, and he got to talk to Ozzy in person.
Which I must say was very nice to have that whole thing work out. That worked. You know, we were supposed to have Ozzy come in. It was supposed to be during the show. He showed up, and we had a great time with him. And it actually all worked out. It was something that worked.
I really enjoyed that interview. I thought it was a lot of fun on
Ozzy was
so many
funny.
levels. He was hilarious.
A lot of funny lines. He's got a sense of humor about himself and his family and the whole situation with the TV show and his drug use.
I was walking around Georgetown with Norton yesterday, and he was just still on cloud nine, as they say, you know. And he goes, "Man, I really thought you were going to throw me under the bus." I'm like, "Do you understand? In the end, we're all true friends here, and
what
I would
a
never
scumbag thing that would be to do."
Well, I panicked because you did mention it before, and I'm like, I didn't think you would, but then I'm like, well, what if he did?
Well, of course, why? Wow, why does that happen?
Do you notice his fade? It's kind of fading a weird way, or what do you notice?
It's every time that door opens up, which is
really?
Yeah, it's just like sucking the air or the oxygen out of the room. I don't know. That is weird.
And do you hear that door banging every time they close it?
That's nice.
Well, it's just, you know, the little things you got to get used to when you broadcast somewhere else. They can't help every little
oh, no,
situation.
How did I become the bad guy? Just by mentioning that the door closed.
Jimmy, it's a door. What do you want him to do?
What do you want him to do? Have Jaime just stand there and not close it?
Yeah, Norton,
I demand you put in Star Trek doors.
Calm down, man. Jeez. Anyway. Yeah, well, I am a dick enough to just have it in the back of your mind that you might be thrown under the bus. But, you know, when it comes down to it, we're all really good friends, and I would never do that to you because that was your moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, but just hear me out, though. That's the only person I wouldn't throw you under the bus.
Just Ozzy.
That's it. That's the only guy.
You really don't have any other huge heroes. Although yesterday you were talking about Robert Plant, which would have been, like, huge.
I like Robert Plant. I like Robert Plant a lot, but not like that. I mean,
yeah.
Richard Pryor is the only other guy.
Right.
Well, on that level.
Well, we're not going to get much of an interview
no, you can't
these days, unfortunately.
Him.
So, Ozzy comes in, and just a few observations, you know, that we didn't talk about because we had to get right off the air yesterday, but I've never seen Jim Norton look like he did yesterday.
He was just the happiest guy.
You looked like you were 12 years old. You were just, like, in amazement.
Shoot, tussleable.
And he spent the first 10 minutes when Ozzy was in studio. I'd have to listen to the tape again, but barely talking.
I didn't say a word.
Just looking at him, looking at his eyes, looking at everything on his body.
Staring at Ozzy like a madman.
Looking at all his rings, his jewelry, his, you know, just everything.
His black left pinky nail with that really cool pinky ring.
That
he has
thing on there,
He's got that really great, like, 3/4 length pinky ring on his finger.
It's not even like a ring. It encases his pinky, where it looks like some kind of vampire thing.
Yeah.
Like encases his pinky, and then he's got the nail coming out.
Well, that's
really cool.
That's like the Coke nail from the old days.
That's exactly what it looks like. And I was like looking at his cross. He looked really healthy. It's the best I've ever seen Ozzy look in at least last 20 years. Yep. It was the healthiest I've seen him look.
It's all trimmed down,
and he sounded very healthy too. He wasn't, you know, babbling like he usually does. And then, so Jim was just taking it all in, which I found fascinating. I was watching Jim watch Ozzy because I'm like, wow, this is how it is when you get to meet, you know, your hero, I guess, you know. And then, slowly but surely, Jim finally loosened up, like, oh, my God, I'm going to blow this. I got to start talking. Like, you couldn't talk. You were petrified.
I couldn't. I had questions.
You were, like, paralyzed, it looked like.
I was for the first 10 minutes. I had questions written down, and as soon as he walked in the door, when they said Ozzy's here, it was like,
Oh, he got all scared.
I realized that I had a paper with worthless ink on it, and those words meant nothing in human translation.
He had spent all day writing down these questions that he wanted to ask Ozzy. In red ink. He had a whole big sheet of paper, and I guess 3/4 of it was just full of questions for Ozzy. And I guess as you're writing them, you're thinking, yeah, this is good, this, that. And then once Ozzy showed up, he quickly reviewed his questions and realized they meant nothing.
Because when he walked in, you guys were great yesterday, because you guys were so comfortable, and it's like Ant just starts talking to him, and it's like that was a great way to interview him. Hey, man, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm looking at my stupid. My fucking Bill O'Reilly list of questions that I have for my idol. So, what do you do before a show? Question. Shithead I was.
Question.
I had nothing intuitive to ask them, nothing real.
Do you have that list of questions still?
They asked me to sign it. They want to try to get it on eBay.
They're putting it on eBay.
Oh, you should.
Dude, it was.
Yeah, let's all sign that. Because I think we tried extra hard yesterday just for you, by the way.
Here's what happened.
I mean, let's be honest. Anthony and I call this in every day. You know, we've been doing this so long. But we're like, Jim's meeting his hero. I guess we got to try today.
You guys wanted Ozzy in.
We want to make your experience very enjoyable.
But you would have, because we had to come to D.C. and Ann had to go away. And I know that you guys would have said, look, we love Ozzy. We'll be happy to have him next time. But for me, I know you guys are like, let's just stay in town. You guys did that for me, and I knew you did. And I knew you gave him a great interview, so I really was very grateful yesterday.
For little Jimmy.
If you would have just, like, let me do the interview, I would have sat there, and it would have been horrible. I was too nervous to talk. I couldn't ask him anything.
No, you couldn't even. I'm not even kidding. You were paralyzed.
Yeah, I couldn't talk.
If Ann and I walked out of the room, it would have probably made for some great radio, but I don't think you would have been able to pull it off, which just amazes me because you got, you're famous in your own right and have a huge following, but you couldn't even talk to him. And then when you loosened up and started interacting with Ozzy, it was a cool moment for me. I'm like, wow, look at this. What's going on here?
This was the beauty of Ozzy, man. This is why I like him. It's like when most people come in the studio, they know Opie and Anthony. I mean, they just look at me and think I'm some oddball in the studio, which is not an incorrect assumption. But they normally will just talk to you guys. But the beauty of Ozzy was he was talking to you guys, and he was also addressing me. And when I would ask him something stupid, he didn't just politely nod at me and then talk to you guys. He was actually answering me. It was really weird to like realize I'm like Ozzy Osbourne is talking to you right now. It was so.
Oh, I know.
Surreal.
You're looking right into his eyes.
Oh, dude, it was.
He really enjoyed his time with us too. You know,
he loved it.
I could just tell. You could tell when someone just hates being there, and he was really into it.
I could see him coming back. Maybe not just once, and maybe Jim, maybe some kind of friendship, dare I say, gets sparked up between you guys.
He noticed that the best part was when he noticed you blinked a lot.
I blinked a lot.
Oh, my God. He goes, are you winking at me? It's like, no, I'm just twitching like a nervous Nelly.
And he's like, somebody said something, goes, I don't suck cocks, Jimmy. I was like,
and he had no problem with your experience with the
tranny. He didn't care.
Thank you for saying the word, because I still have a problem saying that word.
Tranny?
Tranny. There you go.
Tranny.
I said it.
Yeah. Well, it's a fine word.
Can knock that one off my list of words that I have
tranny. Done.
And he was
put
and tranny.
There you go. Only 100 words to go.
Put the money in the tranny's hand.
Tranny Island.
Where's that?
.com.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh,
boy. Now we're going to have problems.
Hi, boys. How you doing?
Now we're going to have problems. Now we're going to have problems.
How you doing, boys?
We're in the middle of our Ozzy post-interview.
I'm going to blow your mind. Who's going to be in here tomorrow? You're here?
We already know. I'm staying around
Robert
for a picture.
Robert.
Is he going to be here?
Here.
In our studio.
Do you want him?
Doing our show.
More than anything.
Is he going to get up that early?
That's the problem.
That's the problem, see? What time is he scheduled to come in? Scheduled to come in later in the afternoon. What I heard.
know it's either dinner with him tonight or tomorrow night. He hasn't decided. Have you seen what they're doing in Performance One?
No.
The big studio.
No, what?
They are recreating Morocco in there. No joke. They got silk hangings and plants and candles all over the place.
And our phones don't work, but it's Morocco.
Wait.
What was that about?
Clitoral circumcision in the other room, but we can't get a call from fucking Bubba somewhere.
Let me get more details on Robert Plant. What was the big deal this morning with all the...
Oh, we don't want to go back down that road. All right. We're in a happy place now.
Okay. Good. All right. Sorry?
I do believe...
Sorry?
I do believe at least 3 people will be fired over it, though.
Oh, nice.
I got 1, 2...
Three down?
3 down.
And I got to send out a special thank you, obviously. Ben did a great job. Lee Abrams, I know, really helped out. And the booker was great. She came through big time, worked through MTV. So, I mean, look, we talk shit when things aren't good, but that was a tough one to get. And, man, she pulled a lot of strings and got us Ozzy. And that was, I think, 80% her. So, fucking great, man.
This is where this is all leading to. We'll get to Bruce in a second.
It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation thing.
Oh, my God, it was.
For a retard.
Jimmy was like a Pejoria kid going to Neverland.
It really was.
We should really start our own Make-A-Wish experience.
For ourselves. I wish the phones work. There. That's all I ask for.
All I want is something signed. Yeah. All I want is something signed by Kurt Cobain. That's all I want. A real
something
autograph.
old, obviously.
Well,
I was thinking that's going to be a hard signature to get there,
That's
Opie.
gettable, man. There's a lot of stuff with this stuff.
Dude, I was at the Hard Rock Cafe trying to figure out how to unscrew something that's upstairs. And then I asked Hard Rock Johnny, I'm like, dude, $1,000 cash. What?
Wow.
Why? He asked him and he said he could,
No, he said no. So now I could talk about it in the air. I'm like, here's $1,000 cash. Give me a screwdriver. I want to take that thing home.
What was it?
It was a nice thing that he signed.
You can find Kurt stuff. Steve brought it up on eBay or something. There's tons of stuff. I mean,
make sure it's original.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could, because you could trust everything that's on eBay. Screw that.
You need some kind of.
And I don't even trust the certificate stuff anymore.
No.
Our friend Jay. Good old Jay. He bought a Lou Gehrig signature for one of his brothers.
Oh, no.
Dude, he shows it to me. He's like, what do you think? My brother's a huge baseball fan. This is his Christmas present this year when I go back to Atlanta. This thing, the autograph was in pencil. And I'm like, oh, Jay. And then he shows me the thing, the certificate.
They did used to use pencil.
I know. Then he shows me the certificate. And I go, well, did you compare with other Lou Gehrig autographs maybe online? He goes, yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Oh. How much did he pay?
How much?
It was a lot.
How much?
I really don't know. I don't want to
just
throw a
Was it more
number
than
out
1,000,
there.
you think, or?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah. Probably right around 1,000, maybe 800, somewhere around there, I think, if I remember correctly. So then,
what was it on?
I think it was a letter or something.
Yeah.
This goes back a couple of years, and then I told Jay, you know what? Your brother's never gonna know. Just freaking give it to him. He'll be excited that he has a Lou Gehrig, even though it's probably Bob from North Carolina decided to make a few extra bucks. But if the person doesn't know for sure that it's not a real autograph, then I guess to him it's a real autograph, right?
He'll question it.
So hard to get memorabilia and know it's real. So many people getting ripped off.
Right. So we got to get back to the Ozzy thing. So it was a big day for Jimmy, and we come down here. He's still on cloud nine, and decides to end his evening on a note. That's where we've been leading to for the last 20 minutes.
It's just the release of that drug in your brain, whether it's dopamine or whatever it is that releases when you're when this rush, this joy, this euphoria, and that's what I was having all day with Ozzy. I can't. And Steve got him to do drops.
Oh, I know.
You should. Do we have the drops available?
Oh, the drop he did. He did one drop that was really good.
It was unbelievable. I heard this. It was like one of these days where everything is perfect.
Yep.
Nothing was wrong.
Hello, my name's Ozzy Osbourne, and you're listening to my pal, Little Jimmy Norton. What a fucking little guy he is.
That's the one with the echo put into it. There's another one, too.
Well, Steve plays that for us after the show, and Jimmy started hugging Steve.
Yeah, he couldn't believe he got it.
It was a real moment. It wasn't Jimmy being like silly.
Nope.
He grabbed Steve and hugged him and was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, it was so great. And anyway, it was just one of those days where everything was perfect. Ozzy to sign the picture I had of he and I. It was just I didn't bring a lot of stuff to sign, just one picture, and I got a shot with him. It was just fun. He was so nice. And last night we come down to D.C., and I'm like, I'm going to finish this evening off right, and what better way to do it that? Ball bag release.
The perfect day for you now, this would amount to.
Yeah, the perfect day. But I just couldn't get enough. Greedy scumbag me. Greedy, never wants the party to end and face who he really is in the mirror. Scumbag me.
You couldn't just go to sleep with a smile on your face.
Couldn't just thank God and go to bed.
Right.
No. I had to go on a Craigslist and have a young lady of the evening come over, and she was atrocious.
Really? Really?
Atrocious.
Now, looking or the technique, what was bad about her?
And was there a picture of her?
No, she didn't have a pic online, and she didn't want a lot of money. And believe me, I'm like 0 for 2, but I'm like, you know what? I don't really want much. That's all I want.
Right.
Little Hummer, go to bed. So she comes over, and I'm like, are you a BBW? Which big, beautiful woman.
Fat chick.
She said no, but she should have said yes, because she was a big black whale. She was a fatso. She was a fucking fatso.
How fat?
Not fat enough to need a crane to remove from the home, but fat enough where if somebody was assaulting her with a bat, you wouldn't call 911.
Wow, that is really
I wanted to carve
awful.
my initials in her back while she laid on the beach and some liberal threw water on her. Fat whore showed up and ruined my Ozzy. I looked through the peephole and I'm like, ah. So she comes in.
It was like, I was thinking of the chick that showed up in Risky Business, which happened to be a man.
You know who she? No,
was she kind of manly?
She was atrocious, dude.
What time was this about? Ballpark. Lost all concept of time and space.
It was late.
It was late because I heard some yapping out in the hallway. Was she yapping?
Oh my God! No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I heard some loud yapping.
No.
You better let me in.
Yeah.
Oh no. It was nothing.
You give me my goddamn money.
It was nothing aggressive like that.
No. Okay.
But she won't do anything.
Maybe it was Jimmy going, and stay out.
No. It wasn't like that. It was $150. And she comes in. I'm like, look, I just wanted,
You get right to business
That's
with
all
someone
I
like
wanted.
this. Yeah.
And she's shy. She's like,
what?
Dude, you don't understand. She was shy. She's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
She wanted me to go down on her first. Dude,
Jesus, you're
swear
kidding.
to God. Swear to
Are
God.
you kidding me?
She wanted me to go down on her first. And she's like shy about getting undressed. She's like, can you do it in the other? Can I do it in the other room? She wanted me to leave the room. And I'm like, I walked out of the room.
Look around for what she could steal.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Oh, brother.
And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she's awful. And I'm like, I really don't want to. And I was trying to think of, like, why do I want to be a scumbag and be mean? So I'm like, look, I got to get up really early. It's really late. Maybe you could just do me. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I'm not. Dude, it was
I
like
don't know.
I was waiting for Alan Funt to come out of my closet and go, she's not really a hooker. She's an actress.
This is actually Joanne Flug in disguise. We put Joanne Flug in a fat suit and sent her to little Jimmy Norton.
I wound up giving her, I said, just give me back 50 and leave.
Are you kidding me?
Only because the only reason I didn't
paid to have her leave.
The only reason I didn't freak out and demand it all is because and again, you never know who you're dealing with. Somebody could have mace or start screaming and yelling. It's just not worth it. And it was almost like a joke, like, this is what you deserve, asshole. This is what you deserve.
Well, it's just because you got greedy, like you said.
You got greedy.
This is what you deserve. Go down on me. No.
Go down. What?
She was
I'm
awful.
paying you, lady.
George from Philly wants to know if it was Mabel King with legs.
No, she wasn't that fat. She was just awful. She was just like
Did she
awful.
smell?
I don't think she smelled. No, I would love to say yes, but I'm sure she would have had I gotten that far.
So what was she thinking coming into your room?
I don't. She's like, can we get to know each other first?
Know each other?
This girl, I don't know if she was an actual 24-hour, 7-day-a-week hooker. This was something she was probably doing for some extra cash.
What was she expecting?
Dude, I have no idea.
How much did it finally cost you?
$100.
$100 for an annoying woman to come to your house and then to kick her out.
Had I been willing to go slow, I do think she would have done something. She was really nervous. She wasn't in rip-off mode, and I believe me, I've had them show up. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like, she's like, well, can we go slow? Like, do you think we could just sit here for a little while? And, like, she wanted to, like, make it, like, a regular experience.
I guess to fix it in her head.
That I'm not just coming over here, and maybe she saw me without a shirt and realized, it's not worth the money.
Hob the knob, take your money, and leave.
Dude, it was just awful.
I had a similar story, and I think I told Anthony this a while ago. Back when the internet first started, maybe about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I was talking to a girl online, and it's before you got pictures. Remember when you first started and you really didn't have pictures? And I talked to her a couple times, and one morning, a Saturday morning, we're talking about sex, and she's like, I'm really horny. So, she described herself to me, and I said, what do you look like? She's blonde hair, this and that. And said, but, when you try to talk about being fat, you're trying to be discreet about it. So she described herself, I have, like a 28-inch waist. And I said, okay, she sounded decent.
Pleasantly plump.
Yeah, so I said, okay, I'm going to let her, she's going to come over to my house because she's looking to get laid, and I was looking to get laid. It was a Saturday morning. So I'm on the cell phone with her as she's getting close to my house.
Yeah.
She pulls up in front of the house and gets out of the car, and she is huge. She had to have been 250 pounds.
Holy jeez.
And I'm like, now she knows it's my house because I'm on the phone with her, and she's pulling up in front. So I'm like, what do I do? I didn't know what to do. So she came in.
Wow.
And she's humongous. So I said to myself,
set your house on fire. That's what you do in that situation. She sees flames jumping out a window. You go, sorry, my house is on fire. Yeah. You gotta take the hit.
You just gotta run out of the house with your cell phone going, the house is on fire. I just called 911.
So she comes in and she sits on the couch, and I'm looking at her and I'm saying to myself, all right, I'm gonna let her blow me. So she takes her shirt off and she has these huge, sloppy, disgusting cans.
Of course.
But I pull my pants down, and she starts going down on me.
Of course.
And I'm, like, rubbing her tits and everything, and I'm looking down, and I can't even look at her. And it just got to the point where I tapped her on the shoulder, and I said, you know what? You got to go.
You tapped her out?
I tapped her out.
I'm out.
She had my cock in her hand, and she looked up at me, and she goes, what? And I go, I'm sorry, you got to go.
Oh,
and
wow.
She said, why? And I said, you know what? I have a girlfriend, and I feel guilty.
There you go.
And that was my out. But, I mean, she already started going down. But I just couldn't finish. It was disgusting.
Did she have a tear in her eye while she had your hog in her hand?
You know, she kind of...
How humiliating for her.
Tapped out.
Well, I think that was nice what you did, and that's the way to do it. What you said to her.
Right.
Very pleasant.
That was the right way to do it.
All right.
You don't need a hassle. You don't need her freaking out. This chick was gross. But I don't need her freaking out in the hotel. Yeah. I don't need her screaming and yelling. I don't know if she's got some maniac with her. Drive her. It's not worth it, and it's my own. Sometimes I take responsibility for my own stupidity for being involved in that game. It was like that was your own dumbness, and she was actually nice. She wasn't. This wasn't like some I ain't doing shit. She really wanted this to be like an experience that she had.
I wonder if this could be her angle to get guys to pay her for not having sex.
No, because she asked me to go down on her first, and she was ready for that, and she would have done that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
How many guys are going to do that?
Oh, a lot of guys would. A lot of guys would, especially since in our email chat maybe we discussed certain things about the build of her.
Look, so she... Okay, now you're giving me a little more information.
Yeah.
You probably led her to believe you would be interested in doing that.
Oh, I did.
Of course. Okay.
I absolutely did.
All right. Now she doesn't seem as kooky.
Oh, no. I said I didn't say that. In the chat on the phone, you got to be careful on the phone. She's like, well, it's $200. I'm like, that's a little steep. She's like, well, how much were you thinking of spending? And I'm like, $150. And she's like, all right.
Wow, that seems like you're taking a big chance there on getting arrested.
Well, No, because we didn't
say... Over the phone like that?
Well, that's why we didn't... We didn't say for sex.
Prostitute for dummies. She's going to explain why that's okay.
200, 150?
It wasn't for sex.
Yeah.
She called... we talked online. We called, and she's like, well, how much do you look to spend? No sexual talk. And she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I could... we could each have I could give you an oral exam. You could give me an oral exam. Which sounds cheesy, but you know what? That is not...
Yeah?
I'm sorry. We all know what it means, but it's not what you said. And for a cop... There's no way a cop is just going to show up at your hotel room, a female cop, and put herself in that position and take her clothes off before I show. You know what I mean? There's so many things that would have to happen.
Yeah.
Like for me to go to their room would be a problem because they could have cameras and stuff. But what is she going to do? Walk into my room and close the door behind her? And I would take her top off? It's not going to happen.
And I'd assume that the cops just want to look the other way when it comes to this stuff. It's when it becomes a public nuisance that they get involved, right?
Yeah. I've never heard anything like that where anyone's gotten busted setting up a phone.
On the phone.
Yeah. No, unless you're going to their room. Like if a female cop has a room set up, they'll have Johns come in all day. Yeah.
Well, that's just to clean up an area, I'm assuming, though.
So that's what she wanted me. That's why she wanted me. I should have said that before. That's why she wanted me to go down there first.
I thought she just bust out with this out of nowhere saying, yeah, you go down. No, that's not how prostitution works, lady.
She was so awful. I was just disgusted. I'm like, ugh.
And now you're going to bed.
We were talking.
You kick her out.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing. She didn't touch my mule. Would she have? Yeah. She's like, well, do you want me to give you a hand release? And I'm like, no. No, I don't.
Jesus. So there it is, Anthony.
That was the end to meeting my idol.
It was
talking to my idol.
It was supposed to be his big special day, and he ruins it in the end.
That's
the beauty of Jim Norton.
I had a dessert. We all went out. I shoved a white chocolate mousse into my fat face. I'm like, it's time to treat yourself, little Jimmy. You had a good day, thanks to the boys.
Did you hit the mini bar and everything?
Big Daddy's here.
Oh, God.
Big Daddy, living large.
The Mad Mexican has entered the studio, Anthony. When we come down to Washington, we like to catch up with all our friends. Bruce Kelly from the 80s channels in the studio.
All of our Hispanic friends, right?
And now we got the Mad Mexican. When do you start your show there?
Not in a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. So you came in to say hi?
I came to say hi. Who was the sick one? Well, we know both of you are sick, but who was like ill? Who was ill? You were ill.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
It was actually me.
Oh, you were ill.
And what I have, there's cocktails for, but there's really no known cure.
Oh, okay. I understand that. Oh, no. This guy says, tell him this.
Yeah, he has AIDS.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, everyone knows
I'm
that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. I don't care. I never found one.
Well, I got a plate in my head as well, so we're just going to go on with it.
Yeah, same thing.
Plate in the head, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. So what are you doing on your show today?
What I'm going to do is offend the masses, which, excuse me, what I usually do. And I'm just going to go out there and have a good time, talk to the people, and play their request, and that's essentially it.
What was that song I liked that you played?
Oh, that was Fuego. It's by the Cumia Kings. They're out of Corpus Christi, Texas.
Are we going to get to hear his intro today? You're going to give us a big plug?
No, but of course.
Right at 9 o'clock?
I'm crazy, but I'm not unreasonable. Of course I'll do it.
Are we going to be able to get that set up, Ben? Okay.
We got why aren't you wearing anything with your dog's name on it?
Chicago. Okay, I have my Chicago cap at
Chicago?
Chicago cap in the control room. I was just getting ready to go on. I had headphones and everything.
I just want to make sure your dog is still fine and everything's good.
He's still in one piece.
You didn't back over him on your way to the station or anything like Don Geronimo did.
You really love this dog, Chicago, huh?
Yeah, that's my boy. Come on, I'm his only family.
It's a bit of an obsession, we've noticed.
No, not an obsession. You
got Chicago hats, Chicago shirts, Chicago.
We thought he was a fan of the band, and his dog's name is Chicago.
Yeah,
and he wears all kinds of Chicago
I'm a fan of the band.
You got dog pictures in your cubicle.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to bring a thing for Jim.
Can you bring your dog in tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I can bring him in. If they let me in. If they let me bring him, I'll bring him in.
I would like to check out your dog, Chicago. We've heard so much about him.
Okay, yeah, if they let me bring him in, I'll do that.
That would be awesome.
And he has a desk with the little, I like the little jelly beans and the hammer right next to him. So when a girl leans in to take a jelly bean, you just clobber her.
That's it.
He has the jelly beans.
Bruce Kelly's trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Not at all.
He has the jelly beans set in such a way in his cubicle where the girls have to bend over to show their cleavage to grab some jelly beans.
Yeah.
We know how you think there, man.
Always a motive. Gentlemen, I didn't want to go, but you made me.
Oh,
see ya. I got to go on.
Oh, he's got to go for his show already?
I got to get the show ready. Good to see you, Jim.
Buddy.
All right, gentlemen.
Bring the dog in tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I will.
And we'll listen to the intro of your show and all that, and great.
See you, Bruce. Oh, wait.
See you. Oh, Jesus. Close the door. Oh,
Close.
Oh,
is this yours?
There you go.
I'm telling
Sir?
you guys are so lucky.
Why?
Because upstairs, this is every bad radio station you've ever worked at, with every freak combined into one. And he's obviously one of them.
He's a nice enough gentleman.
Oh, he's a sweet man, yeah.
Comes in, talks about his dog. I like the Mad Mexican.
And we'll
now he thinks Jimmy has AIDS.
Good. Let him.
We'll check out the intro to his show in a few minutes. What?
Now we got Dee Dee.
So. Yeah, Dee Dee's got to do the news. She got her hair done, and I see she's got makeup and all. We noticed Dee Dee.
Jimmy, she doesn't believe you in the hooker story.
Oh, she is mortified of you in the hooker story.
She doesn't believe it at all.
She should have seen me after the hooker left, and that didn't take Jimmy Norton out of himself. So I opened the mini bar, and I eat a half a tin of Pringles, and I do Diet Coke,
Pringles in there,
and I eat half of the Twizzlers, and I'm eating sugar and sodium. And I'm like, you're not going to be able to sleep. And then I did. My heart is and caffeine in the Diet Coke.
Oh, my God.
This is probably 2:30 in the morning. I'm laying in bed wide awake just thinking about my awful evening end.
Did you eat the Famous Amos cookies?
No, I didn't go near the cookies.
Oh, I ate those, and I ate like 3 Kit Kats because they got those huge Kit Kat bricks in there. Oh, you got to eat those.
Yeah.
Did you put the wax lips in your mouth and go, "Arr, I'm a hooker, arr"?
I should have. Then I could have gone down on her. It wouldn't have bothered me.
Yeah, for some reason in the minibar there's those big wax lips.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you put them in.
Yeah.
Put them in your mouth and walk around.
They're red, too.
Walk around like you live here.
What's wrong, Ben?
He's like, oh, my God. When he was talking about going down on the hooker, it was just, she is
Why?
Just so, she is mortified.
Why?
Oh, I can't wait.
Dee Dee has a smart pantsuit.
Yeah. We got to take a break.
All right,
we'll talk to Dee Dee next.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
Cancel all appointments.
Welcome to Radio Free America. America's ready. I'm ready. I mean, I want a million voices crying out in the wilderness. Jesus, let's get serious.
Now, take a deep cleansing breath. And begin.
Fix it.
Guess who's back?
I'm over here now.
Back again.
Nice head, Dick. is, folks.
It's showtime. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Make no mistake about it. These are evildoers.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Live from Washington, D.C.
They have no justification
That's hot.
for their actions.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
This is evil.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so tired of waiting. Waiting for us to wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, I'm so sick of waiting for us to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to make a move. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and we will never lose. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Live from Washington, D.C., it's the Opie and Anthony program. I guess the phones are working now, Anthony, but...
we could try it, but there's nothing worth going to on them?
Nah, not really.
Okay. But they're supposed to be working.
Yeah.
No more over? We don't have to work at like a CB radio?
Yeah, I think it might be working now. So,
Mhm.
and we got the Mad Mexican. He's about to start his show. We want to hear his big intro.
Listen in.
He's going to give us props in another language. That's always fun. To only recognize 2 words in the whole thing.
Props in another language.
Opie and Antonio.
I don't think he calls me that, does he?
I don't know.
Yeah, Opie and Anthony.
Doing the wrong order. Anthony, Opie.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, let's get D in here. We'll break into the Mad Mexican show when he's doing his thing. But first, the return of Dee. We met Dee the last time we were in D.C. thanks to Bruce Kelly.
Yeah. Bruce, no 80s music to play or something right now?
Why, you want me out or what?
I
don't
want to
go. I can't go back
traipsing
in
around the studio.
I can't go back.
Popping in uninvited and stuff.
Please.
Just sit down.
I can't go in there anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Just walks in.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm part of the show today.
Yep.
Just let me sit down.
Here's the volume of the program.
Yeah.
We all talk like we're way up here, hyper, we're on coffee, and then, hey guys, Bruce Kelly here, and you notice that,
hey, that Mad Mexican, how about him?
That I'm really smooth and cool.
Yeah, how about that?
Super cool. Super cool.
And I'm just like,
oh yeah, without a doubt. Dee, what's up?
Dee?
Good morning. Oh my God.
What?
Are you really a hooker?
No, she's just being silly.
No, come on, because she really was horrified.
She was horrified.
I'm just being
in the other room.
Are you kidding me? I'm just joking around.
Why do you feel you have to pay for sex?
Look at me.
All right, hold on. We're going to Mad Mexican. Turn it up.
¡Órale! It's a Mad Martes, Tuesday, 22 de marzo. Coming up a esta hora, Grupo Montes de Durango, Los Invasores y Capaz de la Sierra. Quiero darle un bienvenido a Opie and Anthony. Se vinieron aquí a la capital, Washington, D.C. Están aquí con el cómico famoso Jim Norton. Y un saludo para ellos. Están aquí visitando. Y it just so happens que Jim Norton, el cómico famoso, quería oír la canción Cumia, Kings, Fuego. ¡Vámonos, Recio!
The song that you like.
Kings, baby. Yeah. Kings of Cumbia.
Give me song request.
That's a nice one. This is America still, right?
I think so.
We didn't go over the border.
I think we're still in the United States.
Man, there's a whole thing going on in this country we have no idea about.
I like that switching back and forth from English to Spanish thing.
I watch some of the Spanish channels on TV.
Yeah.
And the only words they don't say in Spanish are like Washington, Houston, states and cities.
Yeah, but every so often, Mad Mexican just pops into English for a couple of words that aren't cities or locations, and then just goes right back into Spanish.
It's hard to eat. Like, jelly beans are chloroform.
All right, so let's get back to Dee. Thanks for that, Steve. Martini Steve doing a great job in the other
I'll
studio.
say.
All right, so Dee's in studio. We met her last time because we're still trying out news people, I guess.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Why are you snorting already?
Gotta snort.
Dee has a very unique voice, and she likes to snort a lot when she finds something funny.
It's just one of those things.
It's a very, cartoonish voice,
to
say the least. And she does the traffic reports.
Yes, for Chicago and Minneapolis.
And she also did
Why aren't you
XM Kids.
Yeah.
for a while. But
yeah,
now we
I was
find
cricket,
out.
but no longer.
We find out she is no longer on XM Kids, and I think we had something to do with that.
Well, when she was talking dirty and then had to go down the hall and talk to kids, there seemed to be a little conflict.
What did they say?
It was too Pee Wee Herman-ish.
It was too Pee Wee Herman, where Pee Wee was doing his show, but he's jacking it in movie theaters in Florida.
Which I thought was fine.
Yeah, I had no
Because
problem
it's
with
his
Pee Wee.
private life.
What the hell? The guy, he didn't even look like Pee Wee at that time, right?
Exactly.
So Dee Dee was horrified when Norton was talking about the hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking at him
I don't
kind
know.
of
I just
strange.
never met somebody who admitted to that.
Really?
You're the first guy I've ever met that really said they were with the hooker. You're seriously, that's a true story.
If you had a month, I couldn't tell you all the true stories.
Yeah, he's just...
You have no idea. It's
What?
awful.
What? But what about STDs?
Well, that's their problem.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we're not even talking like responsible, where perhaps protection's involved and stuff.
Ew.
He just goes to town.
You don't understand, Dee Dee. It just can't happen to me.
You can find, there's somebody for everybody.
No, I'm careful with STDs. I'm not stupid.
Oh.
He cures all that with Tylenol. He's fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Ask him.
No, seriously though, you can find somebody.
Yeah, I know.
Then why don't you?
He does every night for a price.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I found a girl. Her name is Craigslist.com, and she's lovely.
Well, that's what you get for doing that.
I know. That's why I only took back 50. Because again, I get involved in the game. Sometimes that's what you get.
Did you believe things like that actually happen out there? That,
Well, I know they happen. It's just I just never.
But you would think if you get a girl like that, she would come over, the money's paid, what happens, happens, and then she leaves. You ever hear such a screwed up story where he's got to pay her, nothing happens just to get her out? Isn't that odd?
It's sad.
It is sad. I'm glad you said it.
I wish you were there. You could have talked to her and said, look, just drink out of this kid's mule. He's paying for this, for Pete's sakes. See?
He's paying for it. You eat it.
No, but you shouldn't have to do that, though.
It's not a matter of having to do it. It's a matter of the amount of headaches that you avoid and just the nonsensical conversations you have to have and the fucking
I like that word.
baggage they carry. Ugh.
He's in Washington. This isn't familiar ground for him. You know, he doesn't know anyone here that he could just call up and perhaps go on a date and perhaps hope something will happen. So he needs action right then and there.
Use your hand.
I have, please, like that's never been an option I considered.
Call a sex line and use your hand.
Nah, sex lines don't do it for me anymore. They don't do it for me anymore. No. To try to give a crack addict, a Tylenol PM. There you go. Get high with this.
Well,
Dee Dee.
Sad.
Ask him what he's really into.
He's
got one thing he really likes in particular. Watch
Bondage?
the reaction.
Okay, what are you really into?
Same thing everyone's into. Sometimes you like to lay back and you have a girl. And it's nothing dirty. It's actually very good for you. Where, if she has to tinkle and I happen to be there, I'm like, why not?
Ow.
She's losing her mind. She's losing her mind.
You're not into that.
No, not at all. You kidding me? I've never spent hundreds of dollars, even written checks for that type of stuff. No, sir. No, not at all. You're right.
He called his first CD Yellow Discipline, Dee Dee. He's really into that. And every once in a while, if he's feeling it, why don't you tell her the final part of the puzzle?
Well, there really is no final part of the puzzle.
No, what is it? You might as well.
I'm just saying if a gir's doing that and something else slips out.
Oh, because you had me say, won't you have me
Who's
go
looking?
Oh, gross. You had me say that way back when.
Did I really?
Yeah, that was one of the things you had me say.
Oh.
You can talk into that mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of grossed out.
No, go ahead. Talk into that.
No, remember you had me say, Uncle Jimmy, won't you make... You want me to make poopy on you? You had me say that.
Did I do it or did one of the listeners do it?
No, you said it was one of your favorite... No.
Steve thinks he might have.
Oh, somebody said it was for...
Well, we didn't just pull that out of the air, Dee Dee.
No. Wow, that's wow. Okay.
That's silly. It's cute.
Well,
Yeah, it's,
teach them.
companionship.
Yeah, it's more the Yellow Discipline, though.
He likes things like that. He says it tastes like a popcorn treat.
Tinkle does.
You're going to make me throw up.
Why?
That's the goal here.
It's gross.
What's gross about it? It's very hygienic.
Gross.
It's good for you.
Dogs like that shit.
Exactly. And look at how happy dogs are. Dogs are smart.
Dogs are smart.
They don't pay rent. They just take dumps all over the place. They laugh, play with other dogs. Hey, come here in the park. Come on, I like you. They stick it in. Dogs have the right idea.
They stick it in. Oh, my God.
You're amazed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not into anything like that? Any kinky stuff?
What?
Do you have a
kinky
little
stuff?
A little kink to you?
A little kink.
I mean,
everybody has a dark side. That's all I'll say.
So okay, we all have it. It's very human.
All right.
Dee Dee's got
I know what
something
Dee
going
Dee
on.
likes. I know what she likes.
Stop, Ari, you weren't supposed to say that.
She's into whips?
No, okay,
I was
maybe.
gonna say every so often she probably likes to get a little spanking. I think she likes a little spanking every so often.
Of course she does.
Why is he turning red? And how does everyone know you like to be spanked and whipped? Or do you do the whipping?
The traffic department's a little wild.
A little wild over there, the traffic department.
Wait, she does the whipping?
Yeah, is she the dominant one?
No, I'm usually submissive.
Yeah, she likes
sometimes.
No,
maybe.
they're all giving the.
Are you a switch? She's a switch.
A switch?
Yeah. I mean, are you both?
It does both.
Role play.
Yeah. So what?
Wow.
I like to role play too. I just do it with porcelain around my face. What's wrong with that?
Big mouth Ari.
Oh,
Big
wow.
mouth, the whole staff knows.
Yeah, you kidding me? Hugh Panero just walked by and nodded.
I never spanked you.
How do they know this?
It was at a party one time. It came out.
Yeah.
You know, traffic and weather people were exciting.
Traffic and
Do you
weather.
have a whip?
I'm not gonna say.
You have a little.
you do.
You know what you have? A little riding crop. I bet. You have a little riding
All right,
crop.
the whole staff is coming in to get in on the conversation.
Ari and Jerry Burke.
State your name. State your name and tell us what you know.
This is Ari. It's Ari. How's it going?
God.
And I work with her at Traffic Park. This is Jerry too.
And I'm Jerry, and I work with her in traffic as well.
And it was not at a party.
No.
Unless you consider work a party. No, you told me the next day. The next day, you're like, oh, let me tell you what happened.
Well, what happened? Fill us in.
It's all good. Don't be embarrassed. At least you don't like to tinkle on people.
I know, that's sick.
You're right. No, having a whip put on you is healthy.
Right, that's what you do. I mean, it's okay.
What happened? I
That's
want to know
what
the
you do.
story.
If you're into that, that's you. Hey,
had a
I'm not
party
judging
here.
you on it.
We had a party.
We had a party here one day. I don't
It
remember
wasn't a
anything
party.
after
She
the
told me the
Sunday.
next
Yes,
day.
it was a party.
Okay,
Well, tell the story.
The
What
story
happened?
is that she was telling me about this dude that she met talking. It's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, he kind of got a little scared because I brought up the whips and I brought out here. She like came out in like her Catwoman suit or some shit.
Wow.
With the bull whip and everything. I think she might have had some
I don't wear
electric
a cat
shock
suit.
treatment to shock the balls or something.
Are
Whatever
you
it
into
was.
electrical play too? Oh, you dirty girl!
He's making me laugh.
Wow.
Dirty girl!
Well, see,
I don't pee on anybody.
I think she
no.
took the electric razor and kind of like
doesn't
shorted
hurt
it out.
No. You're making things up.
But that's true. You are into that.
You like the way.
The leather thing you are.
I mean,
You like
sticks and
leather?
stones may break your bones, but whips and chains,
The whip?
you don't
The leather whip?
You like leather a little bit?
Sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to whip or be whipped? What is it? You prefer you more down or
paddle.
A
submissive?
little bit of both.
All right, you're a
Oh,
fish.
my God.
Maybe a paddle. What about a
So
paddle?
you can't say the
Paddle
golden
your
shower is dirty because if you're into that lifestyle, you understand. GS is just a part of that lifestyle. It's just one step farther than Anthony's talking about a paddle. I mean, what's the difference really?
You think
It's
that
the same thing.
you think that cute voice changes when she goes into whip mode?
I'd love to hear it squeak when she gets her ass smacked up. Hey, Dee Dee, would you bend over the console and let Jimmy spank you?
No.
Do you snort
No,
too when you do
that
that?
didn't sound. That didn't sound like a no that couldn't be talked out
No,
of.
that wasn't a no with an exclamation point. That
No,
had a semicolon.
that was
after.
kind of a no.
Can we give you just a quick spank? We'll even make sure no one else watches, so there's no record of it.
I'm too embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. You
I'm
know what we do? We
I'm
sling
red.
a mic in
Oh
front
my
of you.
God, I'm
You
red.
just kind of stand
No.
up. Jimmy will take his hand and smack your ass.
No.
You can
One
have your
smack
pants
on
on. You
your
can pull your
ass?
pants off. It's fine. maybe you just pull your pants down. I like to pull the pants down to the mid
I don't want
side.
his hands touching me because they touched a hooker.
Oh,
No, they didn't do anything.
No, don't take your belt off.
I don't use anything but my hands. I don't know how to use the belt. I've never used the belt
Hold
on
on.
someone.
I just heard something.
Opie. Yes.
She will let someone else spank her.
Yeah, not Jimmy.
Okay.
She said not Jimmy because
That's
you
fine.
touched a hooker. I heard you say that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you let someone else spank you?
How about Steve C?
Steve C, are you a good spanker?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I mean, I
Keith
don't.
the Cobb might be good at
Oh
this.
yeah.
Oh, and does he have handcuffs?
Oh, look at her. She all of a sudden perked up.
Wait, I think you talked about the handcuffs too. That was part of that
All
story.
right, what the hell do you got in your
Wow,
dungeon
Dee
at
Dee.
home?
You are dirty.
I don't have a dungeon.
You're
at
a
home.
dirty
You don't
girl.
have a closet. It's a
Bring out the
3-bedroom
gift.
apartment. Jesus.
And she's moving into my neighborhood. That's the thing.
Nice.
All right, thanks guys for the story.
Very nice.
We got to get Keith to spank her now.
Now, yeah.
Keith, could she?
No, but like,
You like my belt?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't want the hands, though.
What do you want,
That'd
the
be a
belt?
little weird.
All right, you want the belt, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
All right, he's taking his belt off.
Get a belt
Do you
off.
want us to block? You want us to block the window so you're?
Nah, she knows. They're cool with it. They don't care.
Oh, my God.
Wait,
he's got a belt.
Do you want the? Listen to me, Dee Dee.
Oh, my God.
Because you got to work with these people. We get to go back to New York, and no one's going to care about us. But you have to walk these halls. So you want us to cover up the window so no one knows what's going on?
Oh, fuck it. I don't care.
All right.
There you
No,
go.
okay, no. Oh, my God. I know. This is going to hurt.
No.
Yeah, listen to that.
No pain, no gain.
I could see this all ending in a nice human resources meeting at the end of the show.
Good radio.
She came in here to do news, but what the hell? We found out that Dee Dee has a kinky side.
All right, Dee Dee.
She's a dirty girl. It's
Oh,
great.
like you guys don't?
Everyone does.
Everyone
You're
does.
absolutely
Everyone does.
right. You're
Yeah, but
absolutely
you
right.
made it look like my dark side was
But
so
I don't.
awful. But
I will never pee on
okay, that's not your
No.
thing. But I'm not into being whipped. I would never let somebody hit me with a belt. It's not my thing.
All right, so let's set this up, Ben.
Dee
Dirty girl.
Dee, now we got to do a little role playing here, a little role play
No,
to make
no,
this.
no,
No, I don't mean seriously. I just mean like you know, we can't just say, Dee Dee, would you please now bend over? We got to say things like, you know, hey bitch, bend over.
Well, what is your
Here
thing?
he comes to spank your
What
ass.
is your thing?
Step out of the car, ma'am.
How do you prefer it?
Oh, look at her. She goes, I like that. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Don't photograph this newspaper.
You've been a bad
No
girl.
No pictures.
You were speeding, weren't you?
Yeah.
Let's set it up. Let's go.
Yeah, you were
I'm
speeding.
going to kill Ari. Okay.
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Oh, Jesus.
I want you to assume the position over the hood of the car.
I can't.
Put your hands on the car, please. Hands on the vehicle.
She's in her nice suit and everything, too. She got all dressed up and
My partner here
businesslike and
can either write you a ticket, or we can maybe finish this some other way. Please put your hands on the car. This is for our safety as well as yours, please.
All right, mic her.
Hands on the car.
Mic her ass and mic her mouth.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just putting you on the rotisserie.
It's the mic on my ass.
Well, we gotta hear the snap.
No, just one time.
Okay, ma'am, assume the position.
Assume the position.
Oh, you moved my
Bend
leg.
over.
Bend
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Oh, she's really
Oh, wow, he's putting her. He's like doing if he was going to frisk her.
Don't do it too hard, though. You can't do it too hard for her. Put the feet back.
Why?
Oh,
Move your feet back a little bit.
I love Dee Dee, man.
Wow. Dee Dee, you rule.
Oh, my God.
All right, hold
Just
on.
one time, really fast.
Hold on. Here we go.
I'm anticipating it.
You ready?
All right, not one time.
No!
We have to get the warm-up shots just to make sure it's being done right. We don't want to go
that's
too
true.
hard.
Oh, my
Dee Dee.
God, they're all watched. No.
What are you doing?
Jesus.
Could you pull your...
Oh, my God, they're all out there.
All right, Dee Dee, listen to me. We're going to start off slow because we got to make sure it's the right
swing.
The right swing. So start off slow, and what you'll say, Dee Dee, is a little hard until we get to the right.
You want me to say a little harder?
Yeah, until it hurts.
You can't start too hard because then you get hurt. You just got to
Yeah.
slow so it doesn't hurt
Slow
you.
Bill. You want to lift up the back of your jacket a
No.
little?
Why?
No?
You see your
No,
bottom's
just
exposed a bit.
I'll feel it. Just go.
Yeah, look at it. It's a
here we
very
go.
light
All right, let her rip.
Here we go.
Oh, that was nothing. That was still nothing. Nothing.
Uh-oh.
A little harder. Nothing. Okay. That song. Oh, that hurt.
Did she or did she not say a little harder?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't think you were going to...
It went from that is nothing to ow.
You did taunt him.
I mean, 3 times you taunted me. I was being considerate.
That is exactly...
Now you have to rub the area.
No.
No.
Did that feel good, though, a little bit?
Not really, because it has to be with, like my significant other, and then that will get me going.
Yeah.
No
Most cops use a plunger back in New York, so I got lucky.
I thought this Dee Dee girl was all innocent stuff because everyone was like, oh, you got it, listen to Dee Dee. She's freaking out that Norton's talking about hookers. And look, we got right into your dark side.
But do you like a paddle, too? See, I was never into anything that's not, like, hands or anything.
You know,
Like
whips, paddles,
Nipple clamps?
Wow, you have a little kink in you.
Everybody does, and if they say they don't, they're lying.
Wait, you do.
I'm sure my parents have it too. You know?
That's great with that voice, though.
Spank me harder.
Do you dominate too?
once in a while, but I'm not going to get into that.
No, I'm just curious because I've heard about electrical play. I've never done it.
I never did.
Electrical play.
He made that up.
How about CBT? Do you do CBT?
What's CBT?
Oh, cock and ball torture. I'm not into that either.
No, but you know about it.
Yeah, of course I do, but I'm not into it. That's what it's called, CBT.
That's great.
No.
You got like 5 going.
But I'm not. He's always tugging at his junk. He's getting excited.
But I'm not into having tortured my mule. I like touch nicely, but I
nicely.
That's hilarious. All right.
Yeah,
well,
wow, Dee.
Well,
that is really good. I'm a little stunned, a little surprised that you're into that.
I'm not always into it. It's just one of those
it's just one of those things. Special occasion, significant other
Exactly.
comes out. Sure.
Exactly.
I like that.
Not every day.
That's good. You're a free spirit.
All right. Well, we got Lisa Simpson in the studio, and she's going to do the news for us. So. Do we have the news bed?
Oh, great.
You ready for the news, Dee Dee?
No. I still hurt a little.
Does it hurt sitting down a little bit?
Well, it's just a sting kind of feeling.
Your bottom's a little
stingy.
What's your safe word?
You know about this shit.
Whoa, you have a safe word, don't you?
Yeah, well, you have to.
What's the safe word? Something funny?
My favorite color, green.
Green.
It should have been Armageddon, like the gerbil story I was thinking.
Isn't it something? It's supposed to be something you would never really say.
Yeah. It should be 2 different colors, like yellow and I heard it as yellow and red light. Like yellow is like, all right, this is getting into an area that could
and
be
red means
uncomfortable.
stop. Yeah,
red
but
means stop
green's my
immediately.
favorite color, so I use green.
Have you ever had to use it?
Yeah.
What caused you to have to use green?
I'm going to do the news now.
Well, just like in general,
what
look,
caused you?
help me out because I'm into a different area of domination than you are. So
And
I'm
Dee Dee,
saying
not many people listening today because we had such we had such technical problems today that a lot of people gave up on the show today.
You know what? These safe words are supposed to be something you would never say. As a matter of fact, Jaime's is the phones are fixed.
Yeah. Can you picture Ben getting spanked saying, I've had enough? And they're like, well, he'll never say that, you know, especially if you're in a bar.
My hair is so neat. I can stand perfectly still.
So what would cause you to use your safe word? Like what type of activity? Was it spanking or was it nipple torture? What? It was nipple torture. Okay.
Oh, wow, really?
Wow. And the clamps were too tight and you said green. Cool.
Wow. Oh, my
Can't
God.
even talk about it.
What?
I'm embarrassed.
That's not embarrassing.
Embarrassed or it's getting you a little hot just talking about it?
No,
A little
embarrassed.
bit. A little bit.
I'm going to kill Ari for being
What was used on the nips?
Were they like clothespin pins or roach clip type things or?
You know, they sell them at the store.
Oh, wow, specialty item.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do they tighten, right? Like if you could tighten them slowly, and the right amount of pressure.
Wow.
But I don't want to talk about that.
Why? It's interesting. A lot of
Let's
people don't
talk
know
about the kids that died in Minnesota.
All right, hold on, but I got to tell you something. I think that's stranger than what Norton does.
No.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no.
But
Peeing and pooping is stranger.
Well, pooping
Sorry.
is. I'm not into pooping, but the
You
tinkle.
just said if something else comes out.
I was just being cute.
Yeah, why don't you tell her about the time where that thing, shot onto your chest?
What thing?
The thing.
Milk dud?
Not the milk dud.
Oh, yeah.
No, milk dud didn't show up my chest. Oh, the suppository? Oh, when it bounced off my chest, it looked like the Kennedy assassination. No, nothing. It was just sometimes a girl says, "Yeah, I'm totally natural," and a suppository shoots off your chest, and then Governor Connolly is still holding his hat, and the motorcade continues on.
See, that's...
You're awful. But for me, like the nipple clamps, see, I'm not into having my nipples touched roughly at all. I like it nice, and a lot of guys are into having torture and having their like.
A lot of guys?
Oh, more than you'd think.
Really?
Yeah. Having their. I've talked to so many doms. They want their balls tied up and stuff like that. I'm sure you've run into guys like that. That want it to be tied. Yeah, of course you have.
Sure, if you ask a dominatrix, she'll say a lot of guys because most of the guys she's with, she's dominating, and they'd be into that.
See, my friend in L.A. is a dominatrix, and that's how I got into it.
Really? She gave you a few ideas and pointers. They seemed like a good idea to you, and you figure you'd try them out.
Yeah.
Did you try them out? How do you bring this up with guys? Do they?
I just said, honey, to my significant other. He said, yeah sure, and we tried it out. And
You're still with this guy?
No, not that one.
So you're not married? You just have
he's in
boyfriend?
traction somewhere.
No, not that one, but I'm with somebody else.
What did it start off with? It has to start somewhere. A little spank?
Can I do the news?
A little spank action?
Yeah, the spanking and the whipping and the nipple clamps.
Maybe you smacked your ass a little at first. You went like, ooh, but it didn't sound like it was a bad thing. It sounded like it was good. And then
A little more
Get a little
each
further.
time. Kind of
Take
build
a little
into
further.
it. Yeah.
You are filthy. I love it.
No, because...
Yes, you
no,
are.
No,
You are a dirty, dirty girl.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
No,
You
I'm
need
not,
a spanking because
officer.
you are so dirty. You need a paddling.
Not all the time.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Could Keith... I just have an idea here.
No, God!
Could Keith use the belt on you, not like he just did the last time, just enough while you do the news?
No. I wouldn't be able to get through it.
Well, that would be kind of cool. You
Yeah.
read the news with just a little whack.
Everyone is applauding. A little
Real
whack.
nice.
Oh, God.
Because quite frankly, you got some serious...
He's got a camera.
You got some very serious news stories today, and we got to lighten it up a little bit.
That's just like the Washington Post or something. That's nothing.
All right, assume the position for the
He'll
news.
just give you a
Can I
little
do
one.
it? I don't want to do it standing up. I want to, like, watch... I feel more comfortable sitting right now.
Assume
Can't you lean on the
lean on the
console?
table. Come on, Dee.
Crying.
All right, the belt is out.
Well,
We're all set
your
here.
friend's a dominatrix. Does
Yeah,
she work-
Jaime,
He's smiling.
Jaime, you don't have to be in here now, do you?
Wow, Jaime.
Looks like we found another freak that works down here.
Oh,
He's a watcher.
I think Jaime messes the phones up on purpose just so Eric Logan takes him in the office, puts him over his knee.
oh my God.
I have a question. Does your friend work for? Does she work for does she dominate? Does she work?
No, she. Okay,
Does
the
she work in
domination.
a place?
She has a mansion, and it's
She work
all
in
the
the den?
rooms are like theme oriented.
Not in the den though, right? In L.A.
No.
Okay. She hot?
Well, yeah. Maybe I'll call her I'll try to get in touch with her, so you guys could talk to her.
See, that's interesting to me. I've never done that stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. I've never done the aspect you're into. That's what I'm asking about. It's very. It's like it's.
I don't do it all the time.
I know.
Though. It's
you
not
don't
like
have to tell
every.
that. I know. It's okay.
All right, Ben. Dee.
I don't know if I could do that.
Dee Dee's going to bend over to do the news.
I can't bend over.
Let's
to do
at least give it a try.
At least stand. You don't have to bend over. Just stand
Yeah.
and forward. Read the news.
You want to talk about being a legend on our show? People will talk about this for years. The time
Oh,
Dee
my
Dee came
God.
in and did the news as she was getting spanked.
A little spanking.
I'm never going to get through the news if it's.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Don't do it hard.
Oh, she'll kick your ass, my friend.
Oh God, it hurt that last one.
Certainly
hurt.
did, didn't it?
Jesus, there goes
It
the mic on my
certainly
ass
did.
again.
All right.
It'll be all right.
Do you want to bend over, or you want to just
I can't like bend over and like.
All right.
Got to read the news.
All right, give us the and
Is the ticker?
And now with the news.
No, not the video camera. Ari.
No cameras. No, we promised her no cameras.
Yeah, no cameras.
Or photography. The hidden cameras will take care of that anyway.
Wow.
All right, now with the news.
Cricket is so non-existent anymore.
God.
Now it's Dee Dee with the news.
Yeah. Don't do it like in a rhythmic thing. Surprise her.
Yeah.
Maybe wait a little longer and then hit her. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Let the anticipation build up.
Well, it's in my head already. Okay.
And the news.
Okay. This is gonna be weird. All right. In Minnesota, you guys heard about those poor kids? They're all dead now.
Why are you laughing?
Because
she keeps looking behind her.
It's not a funny story.
I know it's not. I'm
Just
not
concentrate on the
kids
news.
dying. Okay. In Minnesota, at Red Lake, I can't concentrate.
Listen, you're going to be a good girl, and you're going to read the news. And you're going to do it now.
God, everyone's dark side is coming out. I think Kink has done that a few times.
Okay.
Jesus, what the hell's going
All
on
right.
here?
In Minnesota, at Red Lake Indian Reservation, 8 p.m. I can't concentrate.
All you do is read it.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
You're doing good.
I know it's going to come sooner or later, though.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay. The shooting in Minnesota left 10 people dead. 8 at the school, and the 2 grandparents were killed in their house. That hurt a little. And then the gunman was found dead at the school as well. So another school shooting.
Why are you laughing at another school?
She's crying.
That's awful.
I'm not laughing at them being dead. That's the whip thing, okay?
Yeah.
I got a little confused there.
Okay, and then everybody knows about Terry Schiavo.
Who? I haven't heard anything about this on the news.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, it's not all over.
What about it?
Yeah, what about Terry Schiavo?
About how, everybody's outraged.
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 I've never heard of people being outraged.
They're just outraged because they don't agree with the lawmakers.
Right,
that
of course.
Inappropriately intervened.
So what do you think, Dee Dee?
It's wrong. You know, that's... fuck. Okay.
Are you hitting both cheeks at least? You have to distribute the punishment.
What I heard is the judge ruled that the feeding tube will not be reinserted.
Okay, well, I heard last that they didn't make a decision yet.
I just read that on...
Okay, that must have just happened not too long ago.
And Dee Dee, what do you think should happen?
I think she should die in peace the way she wants to. As I'm getting spanked.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's right that they are going to do that.
Okay.
That hurt. All right.
Don't worry, just read the news.
I know, but it's just like that last one kind of stung a little.
Uh-oh.
I know, but like not doing the...
Stung in a good way, I think.
Okay. Well, motorists have seen gasoline prices rise for more than 10...
Jesus, Keith, give her a break.
Keith, let her say a few words.
Gasoline prices are on the rise, obviously. Like, we don't know that,
So
right?
there's a bunch of junk out there.
But the fuel demand continues to increase, and both consumers and businesses are paying more. Officials say solid economic... I keep looking back. Solid economic growth is softening the blow of the gas prices, so they don't see it being an issue right now. That hurts. Oh, God. I have news from Germany, but I don't think I should do it when he's with me.
Why?
Because...
But you only have 2 news stories today, or 3?
No, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Do you have entertainment news,
Well,
sports
the
news?
Pat O'Brien, but you guys are already talking about it. He's in alcohol rehab. Ooh.
Yeah, true.
You've already...
Few skeletons in his closet. I think
everybody, we're all human.
It seems like...
Hi, there's my friend.
It seems like he was making some phone calls he shouldn't have been making, trying to get a 3-way going, is what I hear.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think we'll play that audio after
the break.
I'll
talk about Germany now.
All right.
Some news from Germany. Overseas news. Germany postal workers reported a possible bomb threat after a package began to vibrate and make odd noises.
Alarm!
Okay. The police fetched the embarrassed sender, who opened the package to show them that it was an inflatable sex doll. He was returning to the manufacturer because he was unhappy. He was unhappy that the built-in vibrator kept turning on at the wrong moment.
Yeah, that's the wrong moment.
So obviously he probably had complaints about his package, and that's why he had to buy the doll.
And that's the news?
That hurt.
Well, what about the lottery story from New York?
Oh, yeah, New York,
the scrap tickets, and what about the...
But see, there was so much, and I was using the printer with the baseball people.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get a lot done. I don't have my own computer.
That's okay. I think she's doing a great job.
Oh, my God, my ass stings a little.
Is your ass all stingy?
A little.
Is it tingling? But it's kind of a good way, right?
Not right now. I'm embarrassed.
Is it going to hurt to sit down?
No, but
Is your bottom sore?
See, why isn't your mic on?
It stings.
It stings.
Just keep Jimmy's mic on.
It stings.
Banana phone.
Why isn't his mic on?
It is on. They're all on.
Yeah.
All right, so there, I did the news,
Yeah,
and
no,
I got
that
spanked.
mic's the one he usually uses.
Do I get brownie points for this?
Wow, you certainly do. You are a hero.
He got me again.
You are a hero.
You want to spank Keith?
No.
Just show the technique a little bit?
You want to spank anyone? You want to spank Jimmy with the belt?
No.
No?
I'm not into the belts, man.
Yeah.
If you do it for me, I wouldn't take it.
No.
That's not my thing.
All right.
I'm not particularly submissive.
No. No.
All right. Well, we want to get another newscast from you. Maybe one that has a little more information.
I couldn't concentrate, though.
Jeez, you're critiquing our news for not being that informative. She was being spanked, Opie.
I like Anthony. He stands up for me.
I like Dee Dee a lot. I think she adds a lot to the show.
Rolls. She cries like Cronkite during the Kennedy reading, but for different reasons. The president.
I still can't get over it.
dead.
No, it stings. It didn't sting, okay? But at least I'll never pee on anybody.
Where are you from again? I forgot.
Joliet, which is a suburb of Chicago.
A suburb of Chicago. And they say, instead of sting, they say stinging.
You should hear my mom. We should get her on the phone. Ask her Polish sausage. The way she says sausage, she goes, sausage. We're having Polish sausage and sauerkraut.
Let's get her on the phone.
Okay.
Banana food.
Oh my God! You know what?
What?
Because she's like, you're gonna be on with that dirty show again.
The dirty show.
The dirty show.
Oh, that's fun. Let's talk to her after the break.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear the accent.
Yeah, Chicago.
Hey,
After Polish what? Polish sausage.
Oh, we'll be asking her a lot of things.
We'll say we're doing a cooking show or something like that, or we'll talk about cooking or something like that.
Yeah,
On this dirty
we'll
show.
just talk about cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta have a donut or something.
All right, why don't we take a break so we get more food in our faces?
Is your butt still stingy?
Yes, but don't tell her that.
No, we would never.
No,
do that. Of course not.
No, we're just gonna ask her to say Polish sausage.
We know
and
where the
then
line is.
hang
We
up.
always have. Jesus.
No, we're not bringing that up.
Have some faith in us.
That's embarrassing.
All right, why don't we
That's
take
good,
a break?
though.
Also,
You did a very good job in the news, Dee.
Pat O'Brien audio.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Pat O'Brien audio next.
Dee Dee, what do you think about getting spanked while your mom's on the phone?
No, okay, we can't. She's like,
Yeah.
nice old Midwest lady.
Right.
Thank
Polish
you, Captain
lady.
From the
Obvious.
heartland of the
Holy
country.
S. Don't you have a train to take back to New York? Show wrecker.
Show wrecker.
God.
Wow. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll do the Pat O'Brien audio next. I'm going to go punch someone in the face.
I don't want to get punched. Opie.
And there was something else we were going to get to. I forgot now.
That would sting.
We'll figure it out after the break.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
Hey, by the way, what happened with you and Gene Simmons?
Oh, that asshole.
boy.
All I know is I was getting phone calls all night long from you, Ben
laughing his ass off.
Really? That's surprising. I'm Gene. That's what?
Gene blew off.
What happened?
Mother-
Gene Simmons. I just had him on the show, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
I'm in a bathroom. All right, granted, that's a little bit creepy. I'm in a bathroom, and I see him, and he walks in the men's room at the Venetian. So he walks by, I go, hey, Gene, and he goes, hello, and of course he doesn't look. He just keeps going straight. Again, he's a rock star. I don't blame him. I wouldn't look at me either in the men's room. I decide to wait outside, say hello real quick, and his security notices me kind of lurking there with Steve. So Gene walks out, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm on the Opie and Anthony show. You just called in last week. And he's like, all right. And he just won't even look. He just walks right by.
Wow.
And,
Steve, were you there when he got blown off by Gene Simmons?
Yeah, we both did. We both got totally blown off in a really I forgot.
Yes, you did.
Oops. It was just, but like Jimmy said, he's walking into the bathroom. I was the first one out. I said, oh, hey, Gene Simmons. He said, oh, hi, how you doing? And as Jimmy came out, we waited. We were going to talk to him. And it was just so goddamn dismissive and condescending. And we totally explained who we were, exactly who we were, mentioned the fact that he was on the show. We just wanted to talk to him. And his response was, that's nice for you. I have to go.
And he goes, and then he had to leave. And he goes, oh, Opie and Anthony, I might see those guys later. And I'm like, all right, can I just get a quick picture with you? He's like, no, I'm really running late. He goes, you can walk with me if you want. So I start walking with him to get the picture, and then Yoshi is just backing up and like trying to take. All he had to do was stop for 1 second, and he wouldn't stop or look at me. So fuck you, Gene.
Ooh. Oh, hey, relax.
Oh, that really annoyed me. That really annoyed me.
He was one of your heroes growing up.
He was one of my heroes
when
growing
you were
up.
Jimmy Robinson.
Sorry, I wasn't hawking a Kiss keychain, motherfucker.
It wasn't just a setup to maybe coddle you a little later?
Oh, did he annoy me. Every bit of loyalty I had for him went out the window, and I wanted to spit on him. I was so aggravated. Wow. How many bad people bashed him, called in, trashing him, and like an asshole I defended him.
You did.
Time and time again. And he doesn't need me to defend him. He's a billionaire. It's not going to change. But it just really, really annoys me. Look, I'm not anywhere near that level of fame, but I've taken enough fan pictures to know that you can stop for 1 second.
A second.
Disinterested shithead.
Wow. It was
6'3" in your dark Undertaker suit. That stupid straight-ahead look on your face. We get it. You're a genius. We get it.
You have really turned.
Oh, did that? I can't tell you. I am so tired. Yeah, but you know what? It was. Steve was right. I understood he was busy and he had to leave. Dude, I didn't expect a 40-minute photo shoot. But he knew that we were talking about being on the show and we're members of the show, and he could have just stopped for 1 second and taken that picture. He didn't give a shit.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't have anything to sell for you.
That's what it was. It wasn't advantageous to him to stop for a second. There was nothing in it for him to stop, Jimmy.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Our duties have destructive power.
If you think it stinks now, you should have seen it a month ago.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Live from Washington, D.C.
All right, what are we doing now?
Oh.
Is my mic working?
There, that's better.
See, I could be adjusting all the levels.
It was a little odd.
That would be fun to adjust levels and push my own buttons, but...
no buttons.
No biggie.
They've changed something on my mic, though. I saw him doing something during the commercial.
Yeah.
During our little break. Now I'm fine, I think. I hope.
Smile.
Smile.
Ooh.
A reporter. Actually, a photographer.
He could be... No, he's probably just the photographer for the
He's
Washington Times, right?
He's
Washington Times?
The Jimmy Olsen. Was Jimmy Olsen your hero when you watched Superman? Most people, Superman was like the hero. But he was like, God, that Jimmy Olsen's got a great job. Just runs around and snaps pictures for a newspaper.
He's the young go-getter.
The young go-getter. I'll go with you, Lois. He's that guy. Any famous pictures that you took that we might know?
That's definitely not.
No? Not one of those, I was there, Iwo Jima, something like that? No? Nothing? All right. Oh, Opie, you're putting your middle finger up.
He likes it, though.
That's terrible.
He's snapping away.
They can't post that.
Why not?
Because.
All right, we got Dee Dee back in the studio. She's the hero of the show today.
We love Dee Dee.
We do love Dee Dee.
Dee Dee is the
I
best
love
part
you
about
guys,
Washington.
Huh?
I said, you guys are great, too. I love you guys, too.
Oh, thank you, Dee Dee.
Bruce Kelly's downright annoying. We like you, though. Bruce Kelly comes in. Hey,
you know what? The one thing I don't like about you, though?
Oh, shit.
You wait until we ask you to come into the studio.
Because...
See, Bruce just barges in and sits down, and, we're in the middle of a conversation, and he's just all of a sudden sitting next to me as I'm looking at Jimmy. Out of my peripheral, I see him, and
waiting for us to acknowledge him. Yes, we see you, Bruce.
Well, I didn't want to finish the.
We see you in your Valium voice.
I like that.
I saw Opie. You couldn't hide it. It was such a quick glance. It was. I think it was almost like was it Tattaglia? The glance that he gave before Luca Brasi got the knife in the hand and choked, or was it Barzini?
That was a young Tattaglia. It was
Bruno, right?
Tattaglia.
Bruno Tattaglia. Remember when Luca Brasi's talking and he's looking at Luca, and then Luca looks down for a second, and Barzini looks at the Turk and just go knew it was kill him, just kill him, and then he looked back up. Luca looked back up and he was smiling already. It was a split-second face. Opie's face.
Nailed it.
Right when Bruce sat down, Opie looks over at Bruce and looks at me, and it was that kill him face. And then he smiled again.
You picture Opie doing this to his hand?
Patting his hand and then just smashing it down and putting a knife through it.
It's not that I don't like the guy.
Of course not.
He just has a much different delivery than what we do.
And there are times...
I mean, he works on the 80s channel. Jesus, do some coke before you get in here. Wake the fuck up and
be
get
one
on
with
our
your
level.
decade. Do some blow.
Be one with the show you're attempting to sabotage.
And most people would, wait until maybe we're doing something that concerns you or involves you to come into the studio and sit down. Wait for Ben to go, hey, we need you in here. Come on in.
I went into panic mode because I knew the Ozzy story was going to have a great finish.
Uh-huh.
The rest of it was pretty much like kind of a setup with some cute little lines and observations.
Fun conversation.
But I knew where the whole thing was going, to the hooker story.
Right.
And he sits down right in the middle of that, and you know how that is in radio.
Oh, my God.
That's all it takes to just destroy something that you know is going to work out just fine.
The distraction.
Yeah.
It's that distraction. We're having a three-way conversation here, talking. Let's say we're at the bar hanging out, right? And we're having a conversation. Jimmy's telling us a story. We're just hanging out there. And some guy walks up and just walks into your conversation circle. Wouldn't you, all of a sudden, you wouldn't just keep telling the story because it would be a little distracting. Same thing. So next time, just walk in. Well, sit down in front of everybody during the story.
He did get the hint, though. He's not around anymore.
Really?
Sir, could you take my picture, too?
Pound that hint home.
He just laughed at you. Look at
Oh, Jimmy, put your shirt down. Jesus. I know. He picks his shirt up and starts scratching his belly like an animal. You are an animal.
Got to break into this fascinating conversation because we got Dee Dee's mom on the phone.
Oh, cool. Wow.
From Chicago?
Joliet, suburb of
Joliet,
Chicago.
isn't that where that famous prison is?
Yep. Joliet.
What happened?
Blues Brothers.
Where the Blues Brothers
Steve, I don't
were
read
in prison.
lips. Steve is saying no, no, no. That's all I could tell because he had the international sign of no,
Sorry
no,
about
no.
that.
What's up?
No, the note I just passed you said the line was busy, so we're working on it.
Oh, Dee Dee's mom's line is busy. I should have read the note.
Shouldn't be busy. They have call waiting.
Uh-oh.
Maybe they're online? They have a dial-up connection?
No, they're too old for that stuff.
Oh, really? You have parents that don't do the internet?
Yes, 744.
Wait.
They don't know what I just said.
No,
Yeah,
of course
they don't.
not. None of our listeners have ears.
I didn't read the whole number.
Believe me.
If they had ears, they would know this show stinks. What?
I had a thought, and I realized it would have been a cohesive thought, so I just kind of cut it off.
You just panicked because now they're taking your picture of the Washington
I
Times.
didn't even. They're not taking my picture. He's photographing the machine. He's photographing the instant replay machine and the beverage.
Is that going to be in the paper? What is this for? Is there a story accompanying this?
I guess.
Or is it just a picture?
Another
Placed
dumb,
willy-nilly in the...
Another dumb interview with the same questions.
Do we have an interview to do after the show? Oh, that's the guy?
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
I mean, another great interview.
I'm not going in. I'm not going in there.
Look, he's shaking his head.
No.
Why don't you guys do something weird for the picture, though? Like, you want to get them to do something odd, like maybe like sit together and like one is like, you know what I mean? They like to do like weird stuff during a photo.
Shut up.
I think you guys should. It's funny.
Shut up.
Like maybe both talking into the same microphone and fighting over the same microphone.
You know, your ideas are not even too far-fetched for what we've been asked to do like that.
Ben forgot the oversized shirt that we usually wear together. So
yeah, we get a giant shirt and both get in it, and I put one arm through one sleeve, he puts the other in the other sleeve, and we're like the two-headed radio monster guy.
The best part is we both try to fight our way out of the shirt.
Yeah.
Makes us look all crazy.
All zany.
How about you're both sharing one set of headphones? Like maybe both your heads are together and there's one big set over
One
your
big
left
set
ear.
of headphones, and our ears and cheeks are touching together.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
And there's one
in
microphone.
some far-fetched, bizarro land. Jesus Christ.
How about you bring Terry Chavo in here, and they're both teabagging her at the same time in the middle of the courtroom?
It's not nice.
Can I not offer a suggestion about what's going on?
It's just a
It's
suggestion.
just a wacky suggestion. What's wrong with that?
Isn't that awful, Dee Dee? There's no need to make light of that situation.
No.
Jimmy, you always take
What?
things too far.
What? She wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, what does she care for?
Right.
What her family members do? What if her
Right.
friends are listening to
They
you
might
right
be
now? They'll
listening
be
to
like,
the Opie and
wow,
Anthony.
Then they-
Norton's a real douchebag.
They know what filth we are before this program started
That's
today.
true. If
They're not
they're
going to be
fans of
shocked.
this show. If they're fans of this show, they probably go into the hospital room at night and put
Yeah.
pins in her toes saying, look, see? Nothing. Creeps. Only creeps listen to this program.
Or if they eat something that's bad, like, it tastes awful, they just put it in her mouth. Here, try this.
Try this.
Oh.
Look, it must be good. She's not going, ugh. Not doing anything.
That's wrong.
It is wrong.
It really is wrong, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Where's your mom?
They're trying to get her. I guess the line is busy for some reason.
Is she yapping to somebody? Does she yap a lot on the phone?
Does she have XM?
She has 9 kids, so of course. She's
Wow,
young.
9 kids?
I'm
You have
the-
9 siblings?
I'm the youngest of 9.
The youngest of 9.
How many different dads?
4 no, 1 dad.
One dad.
Well, we adopted a family of 4, so.
Wow, the whole family? Mother, father, kids, everything?
Not the mother.
Oh.
That was the last of 5 she had, then we adopted 4 more.
You adopted 4 kids on
Well,
top of 5 kids?
Because at first we had 2 foster, found out there were 2 more, and my mom and dad didn't feel that families should be split
Split up.
So they did the right thing. And they
What a nice thing to do. Are they good kids?
Some of us were fuck-ups.
Yeah, us?
Hence
You mean
the
you?
reason that you want to beat up people.
You're one of the kids?
Getting a
Wait,
little
are you one of the
aggression out from
adopted
your
kids? or-
childhood.
I'm the last one my mom had. I'm the last
Oh,
natural
okay.
my mom had.
And then the adopted ones are older than you?
Yes, I'm the youngest out of everybody.
All right. And are they good, though? Or
For the
some
most part,
fuck-ups in
we've
there?
had a couple that,
You know what happens if they start to screw up? You say to them, you know, some children are born, but you were born from our hearts. Some children are born from their mother's tummy, but you're special because you were born from mommy's heart. Like a big cholesterol bubble.
No, but we're all fine now. It's just like growing up. Some of us
Yeah.
are bad.
All right. Well, if you get Dee Dee's mom on the phone, we'll go right to Dee Dee's mom.
Can I ask how much older were they than you?
The oldest is 10 years old. Or Michelle's a year older, so everybody's like within a year apart.
Yeah. What are their names?
Oh my god.
The 4 adopted only.
Oh, the 4. Michelle, Carrie, Eddie, and Johnny.
How old are Eddie and Johnny?
Johnny just turned 40.
How much older than you?
I'm 36, so.
Oh, okay.
4 years, yeah.
What,
You're trying to get something going
curious.
that maybe
No,
there was some
just-
inappropriate touching,
Just
Jimmy?
a curiosity. Just a curiosity is all it was.
Did he ever wrestle
Jimmy's-
with you?
Johnny?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, just
No wrestling?
No wrestling.
Wrestling with your little sister.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Who hasn't done that?
No, Michelle and I always fought a lot, though.
Yeah?
The one that's a year older than
The
me.
boys never pinned you down and tried to spit in your face?
No.
Nothing like
Who
that?
would discipline you when you were younger if you were bad? Like
Both parents.
For me, it was more my dad.
And you got spankings,
A lot
right?
of discipline in your family growing up?
They used... Okay.
All right, we got Dee Dee's mom on the phone.
Oh, we do.
I'll have to
Why
ask.
don't you ask her about...
Yeah.
All right, we'll ask her some stuff. Dee Dee's mom.
Hello?
Dee Dee's mom?
Yes, it is.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
First of all, I'd love to say you have a wonderful daughter. We love Dee Dee.
But of course.
She's very funny. She's got great personality, cute as a button, and we love having her on the show. Do you listen to the Opie and Anthony show?
No, not yet. I'm sorry, but we will soon.
No. You know something? It might be better if you avoid the channel.
But you did tell Dee Dee that that's that dirty show.
Uh-oh.
So you do know about the
You're
Opie
a
and
little-
Anthony show.
You're familiar with the program.
What have you heard about the Opie and Anthony show?
Now, I heard good things, but on the wrong side of the track, all right?
Yeah. Okay, so she's familiar with what we do without actually listening to the program, which is fine.
Yes, right.
Yeah. That's good.
Are you very
Okay.
proud of your daughter?
Yes, I am. She's
Yeah.
worked very hard for everything she's gotten.
Is she like the star of the family?
No, we've got 9 stars in our family.
Yeah.
Aww.
That's what a great diplomatic thing to say.
I don't know who else is listening in, all right?
But she's kind of a celebrity though.
Yes, she is.
She's
Yes,
on
she
the
is.
radio, so that's kind of cool.
In certain circles, she is, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what your daughter does when she's not doing radio?
Wait, I want.
No, not really, not all the time, no.
She's got her, a great personality, and maybe a couple of quirks. I don't know. Hey, we were talking about discipline as she was growing up. Was she a tough child?
She was stubborn.
Stubborn.
Yes.
Like a lot of girls growing up.
Well, she had to keep up with the 8 before her, see.
Yeah.
Are you an old school mom where you would spank your children? Like, I could admit it on the show. I used to get spanked as
I
a kid.
respect that.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I did too.
I got the wooden spoon a few times in my life.
Yeah, but the best thing that worked with her is to put her up against the wall and have her nose hit a circle I had drawn on the wall.
Wait, you drew a circle on the wall
Uh-huh.
and made her stand there and put her nose in the circle?
Right.
And she would have to stand there for about how long?
Well, she'd stand there next to her sister because they were always fighting until they started laughing, and then it was all over.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
You know, my
I like
dad used to make me go in the backyard and pick out my own stick to get beat with.
Oh.
A switch?
Uh-huh.
And I always had some kind of a sense of humor, so I would always come back with a little twig, and then they would start laughing uncontrollably, and then they forgot that they had to beat the shit out of me. It was great.
Watch your language.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dee Dee's mom.
Mother's on the other
I'm
line.
sorry.
I think you could curb the dirty language for a couple of minutes.
I'm really sorry.
Jeez, I'm sorry, Dee Dee's mommy. And so whenever you had to discipline her physically, would you use something?
My hand.
Just your hand.
Generally.
And spank her bottom.
Generally.
Yeah.
Good bottom. Right.
Yeah, we weren't the Partridge Family, believe me.
Right.
No.
You
No.
do
Who knew years
realize
later?
you do realize you set her down a path, right?
No.
They always say it goes back to your
No.
childhood, Anthony.
You always
I know where you're going with that. No, that's not.
No, because there's usually something that stems from childhood that explains an adult's preferences in certain situations, let's say. And we've learned here today
Yes.
that Dee Dee in certain situations, let's just say, enjoys
Those certain situations could be after a bunch of cocktails, maybe.
And maybe when she's with a significant other, let's just say, in a private moment, there are certain things that she enjoys that maybe can be traced back to her being disciplined
Brings
as
back her childhood.
a childhood, maybe with a hand or a paddle or a belt or clips or
I think
a
not.
whip.
I think not.
No, you think not?
I think not, guys. No.
She tends to misbehave on purpose.
Poor mother. Get her to say that.
Yeah.
We will when we're done talking to. Yeah, you don't really believe that she's really into spankings and whippings, right?
No, not really.
Your daughter would never actually whip someone with the whip she bought.
Oh, never. It's just a deco item.
Yeah, something like that. If you had a riding crop laying around the house,
right,
it would never be used to, have somebody spank your bottom with it.
Never.
For pleasure,
Right.
even though it stings. Yeah,
you're talking about my little baby.
I understand. She's your little girl.
Yes.
We like her very much.
I'm glad you do. We do too.
Does anyone else in the family have a voice like hers?
Oh, I thought you meant a fetish like hers.
Oh, no.
Anybody else get Marquis de Sade for Christmas?
No, she's the only one there.
The only one with that little voice. And she always had that voice, even as a kid?
Yes, she has the gift, yes.
Yeah, never. Has her voice changed? Or was it like that when she was a kid and then it just stayed that way? Or was it even more cartoon-like as a child?
Probably has matured with age.
Yeah. So have some of her tastes in the bedroom.
Dee Dee, would you like to say something to your mom?
Yes, Deanna, would you?
No.
Deanna. Nice.
I'm just hanging here with the guys.
Do you have, she's giving us a really dirty look.
She just gave you the Bruno Tattaglia look.
I saw that. Dee Dee's mom, do you have XM Satellite Radio?
No, not yet.
Well, you know what? You can listen to the program online, and you know what? Right after this show, it repeats. And,
yeah.
And Dee Dee did such a great job on our program today. I think you really need to listen to the replay today.
She was reading the news.
Yeah.
Yes.
And getting spanked while she was doing it.
Oh, goodness, that was interesting, huh?
Yeah, it really was.
When one is naughty, one must be disciplined, even in the middle of the newscast.
Deanna, Dee Dee, what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, Dee Dee.
Yeah, Dee Dee.
I was just going along with what they wanted me to do.
Just going along? We told you not to be a follower, be a leader.
You weren't raised that way.
They should follow you.
She is a leader, too, trust me.
Yeah, she can lead or follow. It's called a switch.
Followers end up in Joliet. That's right. Getting spanked by other bigger men.
Now, I think you know that Dee Dee is a very, very, she's a pretty assertive person, and she's not much of a follower. She pretty much does what she wants to do.
Yeah, she's quite a leader.
I think she likes having the crop in her hand sometimes.
Yeah. She likes to grab the bull by the clamps.
Uh-oh.
But she's not into CBT.
No, she doesn't like the CBT.
Which I will not tell you what that is.
No GSBS, but I mean, she's definitely no CBT. She's actually a very nice girl.
But she does enjoy the clamps on certain areas.
Yeah.
That's my mother.
Would you like to tell your mom, or do we have to?
No.
I really don't want to tell your mom that you're into nipple
it's
flies.
radio.
That would
This is
really
how it
be
goes
bad.
sometimes.
Yeah. Mom, did you ever search through her room or anything? Did you ever find anything that you went, oh, brother?
No.
Maybe once Dee Dee's making a face like, I think so.
I never found anything.
Never found anything?
Your mom's a snooper.
She knew stuff was around. Did you keep a diary, Dee Dee?
No.
No?
I'm not into that.
Not into diaries or anything like that? No photographs around that might have been incriminating that mom could have seen? Any books?
No, she knew how to hide things pretty
books
good.
or magazines?
I had 8 people in front of me. I learned all the tricks.
Yeah, you learned all the tricks. Very good.
Hey, Mom, do you have a little kink to you?
Oh, it's my mother.
Opie?
You were the one who said that everyone has a kink. I'm just trying out your philosophy.
No kinks. I have a TV personalities, a family I really appreciate.
Ah, see?
The King of the Hill. Do you ever watch it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's my role model right now, that family.
That family? Wow.
They're the average American family.
That is pretty screwy. And it's interesting you picked a cartoon, having a daughter that sounds like a cartoon character.
I thought you would pick The Simpsons. She sounds like Lisa Simpson.
No. She's
and why isn't she on the Cartoon Network?
I don't know.
You really should send a tape into the Cartoon Network.
Why's my daughter being spanked?
Dee Dee, why don't you just admit it to your mom? Then you'll have an open relationship with her.
Okay, Deanna, what do you have to say for yourself?
Just admit it.
She said my real name.
Deanna.
Dee Dee.
Just admit it. Your mom wants to know.
Be free and open.
I have nothing to admit. My mom.
You know her safe word is green?
But she knows that's my favorite color.
You know what a safe word is, Mom?
It's
let's say Dee Dee was with a significant other and she's...
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, yes.
No,
it's one of those...
Green has always been her favorite word.
It's one of those words to
And
make
color.
someone stop.
Yes.
Yeah, oh boy. Doesn't sound very happy about that.
Yeah,
It's not bad. I think Dee Dee's mom is misinterpreting. It's not a bad thing. It's not a dirty or awful thing.
Oh
She's misinterpreting it. It's not bad.
Yeah, well, Dee Dee was shocked at what Jim Norton does during his spare time. She's giving us another look, Mom, but, you know. Would you like to know what Norton does in his spare time?
Maybe I shouldn't.
No, it's... Wait, what word? Hold on.
I'm a mother.
What word did you want your mom to say? Because we were kind of... We like the Midwestern accent. It's so different than our East Coast. What was the word that you wanted her to say? That she cooks or something? What's that? Yeah.
I know, we tease her about it all the time. What do you have with sauerkraut?
Sausage.
Right. Now, have you ever been cooking and the sausage falls off and lands on someone's chest?
No.
Of course not. That would be silly.
That's right.
No one has sausage falling on their chest.
Never.
It would probably burn because it's served hot.
I know.
Piping hot.
You imagine having to take a sausage off your chest and write a check.
Hey, Dee Dee, are you being held captive?
No, I'm fine.
Are you there on your free will?
She couldn't possibly be here under her own power. I understand. Well, Mom is great, and we love you. We love Dee Dee.
Do we get to hear your mom's?
My mom, they've heard, yes. And Aunt's mom.
And my mom. We've heard them on the air also. We've put them on.
Yeah, if I could get my mom out of the attic, I would get her on the radio.
My mom likes singing, if you could call it that.
Then you should have a program of just moms someday.
Maybe for Mother's Day, we'll do that wacky radio
Mom
bit.
Show.
Right.
There you go.
All right.
We could tell all the little secrets of our little young'uns.
Dee Dee?
Yes.
Anything else you want to tell your mom that
I
you
love
do?
you, Mom.
I love you too, hon.
Dee Dee, how's your ass? Is it getting is it getting better?
It stings.
Oh, guys, you got to go to confession.
Why? What happened?
What are you talking about?
Confess our sins.
No.
All right, Dee Dee, say goodbye to your mom. We have a break to do
Mom.
here.
I love you too, guys.
Okay.
Bye, Dee Dee's mom.
Bye.
What was that?
Dee Dee's mom?
Yes.
Listen to this.
Bye. She didn't hear it.
No, but she heard your voice go 3 octaves higher.
Lovely.
She's not stupid.
What a nice mommy.
She's very
I know,
nice.
She's a wonderful
That's
Midwest
a very
mom.
sweet mom.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Very accepting of new ideas and new things and discovering things every day about her children.
She has 8 phone calls to make right now.
They don't have a computer, so I'm safe.
You're safe, yeah.
I'm safe.
Nothing online going on over there, right?
Hey, Anthony, what's going on with the scratch tickets in New York? Should we take a break then?
Yeah, you want a break?
All right, why don't we take a break? We do have a few more news stories to get to. We got to
talk
talk
about that, but I think
the
our own
Paddle
Eric.
Brian.
No, I think Eric is going to be entitled to some cash because he had a winning ticket also.
Oh, that's right.
And I hear there's a settlement in the offering, and we'll see how much money Eric's going to have. He might just leave the show. He had, what, a $100,000 winner?
Yeah.
He could leave the show with this settlement.
Well, it's the scratch ticket update that's a huge controversy back in New York. Also, we want to talk about the guy on that flight. We didn't get to that story yesterday.
And then, Pat O'Brien, right?
Yeah, Pat O'Brien audio. And Dee Dee, can you do another newscast for us?
I'm not going to get spanked.
No, you don't have to.
No, you can do it regular.
This isn't a show where we run things into the ground, trust me.
Really?
We know when to stop things at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Can you do a better newscast, though? Get maybe some other stories, entertainment news, maybe some a Jacko update?
Sure, Jacko update.
All right, as soon as your news is ready, we'll go to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, but first, it's a little break.
What is this?
All right, what's the problem?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
The Emperor is not happy with his coffee.
Oh, no. Are we going to have to break into...
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
Look at that cup. What brand is on that cup?
I don't know.
It doesn't taste good. I don't like it.
Where do we get our coffee every day?
I like Starbucks. And I don't like supporting the savages that run most of these delis.
You're insane.
Yep.
You betcha. You might be right.
Yeah.
What is this?
You want to taste this?
Wow, that's really nice.
What?
Throw it against the wall.
I'm not
I'm a diva.
I'm on Starbucks coffee.
You betcha.
Jim Norton. Coffee Diva.
I know Starbucks is a big world order type of thing.
At least they're not funding terrorism.
What makes bad kids bad? What makes them do the things they do?
Here it comes.
Live.
That's right.
From Cracktown, USA. Deep in the heart of Washington, D.C. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Both drive safely. Unquote. Isn't that lovely?
Let's make a party out of it.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
gotta show you now.
All right. You pulled your pants up and pushed your stomach out and just walked around like a big dummy in the studio. That was a perfectly accurate one.
Broadcasting live from the XM satellite radio compound in Washington, D.C. This show started off quite rough, but I think it's been a pretty good show so far, no, Ant?
Started as a disaster in the making.
A complete disaster.
I'm having a damn good time today.
Yeah, definitely. And then we go into meetings. Well, this is the week before vacation, too, so we're always a little...
Please.
Always a little squirrely, always a little just like... just can't wait to get out of here for a week or two and recharge the batteries.
Ben told me it was nothing but a tech meeting today. No no promotions, crap, or this, that. This is all about what are the problems in New York. We're going to sit with the guys, write it all down on the window, and whatever problem you have technically, think of them now.
Well, the other thing we have to do,
out.
right after the show, we have to intro all the worst of bits.
Oh, we're doing that too?
Yeah, we're doing something a little different because we have, the faithful listeners, they listen to every second of everything we do, so we're going to try to give them some new material, so we're introing a lot of the bits you're going to be hearing when we're away.
This is like the extras on a DVD.
Yeah, we're trying.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I hope someone out there is getting into the 6 a.m. hour because we're having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
We're really messing with time, basically.
Adding little extras in, sure.
It's fun because the 6 a.m. hour now is kind of, an hour of best of, but Anthony and I pop in and intro stuff, and we've been having a lot of fun with that. And then are we set for the second day in Boston yet, Ben? Or...
Yeah, we're going to just finalize that today, but yeah, we're going to do
All right, because when we get back from vacation, April 11th, our first live broadcast off the premium and all that is going to be live from Boston at Bill's Bar. It's opening day for the Sox. They're playing the Yanks. It's going to just be a all-out party. I was reading some of the message boards. People are figuring out how to road trip from great distances.
From Buffalo and
I saw the Buffalo one.
Philly. Yeah.
Philly, they're getting they're getting carpools together to meet us at Bill's Bar, which is on Lansdowne Street behind the Green Monster, and the broadcast is going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. East Coast time.
Right, and then we go to watch the game, and then watch the Red Sox beat the Yankees, and then so we'll stay in Boston. We'll do another broadcast the next night.
It's a new season, my friend.
Yeah. And then, that's where it's going to get confusing, but it'll be on the websites, and we'll be running promos. The second day, we'll go back to mornings. It'll be kind of like a hangover show with coffee, donuts for all our listeners. It'll be fun.
Sick of you of all the Red Sox stuff that's out now. They got this guy. Stephen King writes his book. There's all kinds of books, and now this goddamn movie that's out with Jimmy Fallon
and Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
what's it about? A guy cop and a cab driver?
No, this is about a Red Sox fan. Whose name is Ben, by the way.
Is it?
He plays a guy named Ben. There's probably going to be great clips we could get for that to play on the show. Guy's Ben, and he's just a hardcore Red Sox fan. It's Jimmy Fallon. And, of course, he falls in love with Drew Barrymore. And the conflict between his love for the Sox and the love for Drew. That's the movie.
And we're going to be in Boston for the premiere of that movie.
Yeah, that premiere's going on while we're up there, too. And
we're going to have Lenny Clark on, most likely, who's in the movie.
Yeah, they're all those guys.
All those. Yeah, they're all of them. Is LB in it?
Probably.
LB's probably in it, too.
Who's
Best
LB?
scene ever in the... with
Lyndon Byers from the Bees.
Oh,
he's a good friend of ours.
The best is Cam Neely in the stall in Dumb and Dumber. When he comes in, what was his name?
Cam Neely's in that
Seabass? Yeah.
Seabass, right.
Look, if you want some lovin', show up here at 5.
If a movie's filmed in Boston, all the regular characters come out of the woodwork.
Yep.
All right. Goddamn Red Sox, so much attention.
There's a lot of Red Sox hats here in Washington. You notice that? Yeah, look, there's another guy. There we go. Yeah.
Is that the one we wrecked?
Yeah, that's his Boston hat we destroyed when we were up here.
What's your name again, bro?
Jerry.
We've only met 100 times. I'm sorry. I don't really know you. I just, whatever.
Well, I used to work in Boston when you guys were there.
Oh, yeah?
And when you guys were here
that's
promo,
what I did.
You guys desecrated my Red Sox hat, and then they won the series.
I put Go Yankees on there and probably jinxed the whole team.
You put Billy Buckner or something.
Yeah, well, I used the B on the hat.
Oh, that's right. The big Boston B is the first letter in Billy. So
I wrote Billy Buckner rules.
You were supposed to pick me up a new hat in Boston.
Worked.
You never did.
That worked well.
Yeah, keep waiting for that hat. It'll happen.
By the way, no donuts, just Danishes.
It's called humoring you.
Danish right back.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, there he goes. Thank you.
Are you
Thank
getting
you.
any
Water?
Danish, Jimmy?
All right,
You
yeah.
want some Danish, sweetie?
No, thank you.
We have to get.
I got to stop at the diner and get Bella Danish.
Hey, do we have the Entertainment Tonight music, or could they play it in New York? Because you got to do the Entertainment Tonight voice for the Pat O'Brien story. Do we have
that
the
hack puker voice?
Do we have it, or
it's beyond puker, isn't it?
What?
That voice that woman does for one of the entertainment shows. It's just that it's not human.
We're waiting. We're
Got
waiting.
the,
We're
music?
waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Pat O'Brien. News today on Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien faces his demons of alcohol and checks into a rehab facility. For years, Pat O'Brien has reported on problems facing Hollywood stars, formerly on Access Hollywood, more recently on his new show, The Insider. Now the former Chicago sportscaster is facing his own demons. I've had problems with How many syllables can they cram in a word? This is a great thing Pat is doing, said longtime O'Brien friend and associate one day. He's finally facing up to something many of us had known was a problem for a long time. He's facing up to it. Pat O'Brien.
So he's an alcoholic.
He's an alkie, but Opie, that isn't the whole story. Apparently he checked into this rehab facility because he knew...
Are you saying we're going to go inside the story?
Inside the inside story.
Oh, that's not all.
That's not all. But this story has an even darker story. It seems Pat's a yucking pervert. This guy gets all tanked up and makes phone calls. And, oops, one of them gets taped. And
now Pat O'Brien's married, right?
I guess so. Pat O'Brien married, and he was getting drunk, calling this woman and trying to work out a threesome with him, his wife, and this woman.
Is this 1998?
No, it's not 1998.
Oh, okay. I just got a little confused.
Pat O'Brien. It's now.
Pat O'Brien. I'm sorry.
It's now.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I seem to remember something very similar, but maybe I'm having just that deja vu weird thing that happens to you.
Never checked into rehab. Jesus.
1998, huh? I mean, 2005.
2005.
All right, I'm a little confused.
2005.
Oh, yeah, it says right on USA Today, March 22nd, 2005. Right, okay.
We'll read the court documents of Anthony, who settled the case right when this testimony made its scene in court. Oh, got a Post and Daily News reporter sitting in the courtroom. Anthony, is it true that you tried to invite other women into your... Settle! I'll settle. Give her whatever she wants. The reporters, you can leave now. Oh, you're trying to live like a rock star. Look what happens.
You're such a hero to a lot of people out there. You know that, right?
A hero.
Were there whips involved?
No whips.
I don't need to know, Anthony. That's your private life.
It's a long time ago, Opie. It's many, many moons ago. That's right.
I got the DD snort today.
Hey, look at this. I'm better than Pat. Pat couldn't close the deal.
All right.
He faces his demons of alcohol, checks into rehab, and once you check into rehab, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing you do in Hollywood. You could do the most outrageous crap, but you just blame it on the alcohol and the drugs. You go into rehab, and everyone's like, ah!
Yeah.
Wow, that is weird when that door slams.
I know. It sucks like a lot of the thing out.
Anyway, so we have the audio of Pat O'Brien.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I haven't heard this yet.
This is the beauty of...
tape somebody or no?
I don't know.
Hey, you know something? It would probably be illegal for us to tape somebody on the phone because of some FCC rules. But for some reason, when these tapes get out, you play them anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the rule? Who cares?
This is the beauty of satellite radio. No one else is going to give you the unedited version, right?
Unedited. I hear it's some racy talk from Pat O'Brien.
I like to call it saucy.
Saucy? Wow.
It's saucy
I like
stuff.
racy, but saucy... Racy is dirty. Saucy is sexy.
Racy involves a black woman.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Saucy.
I tried it out. No, nothing.
Nothing.
This is risque.
Risque is
Risque is
good, too.
boring. Saucy.
I like saucy talk. You take your wine, a little sugar,
Yeah.
put in your meat.
Oh,
You
no.
may have to talk
Sausage.
30 to 100 guys one day.
Oh, no, the showstopper's going to talk again.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
I actually heard the audio this morning.
Uh-huh.
On the way down here, I didn't have a room, so I
You're
shared a
going
room
to
with...
describe the whole scene of
I
going
haven't
into the
to.
room, turning on the recorder.
I happened to share a room with Steve.
Yeah.
And this morning I was laying in bed and Steve was playing the audio on his laptop.
Oh.
And certain things you just don't want to hear when you're alone in a room with Steve when you're half asleep. And
Oh, did you go?
I absolutely did, because when you hear the beginning of this phone call and
You
some
thought
of the
it was
things he's
Steve?
saying, I thought it was Steve, and it was a little scary.
Highly unlikely, but all right.
Where's your other hand? Between two pillows.
Those aren't instant replay machines.
All right, Pat O'Brien.
All right, Steve, are we ready for the big exclusive? We're the only show that can play the unedited version of this.
Now, what if we want to stop this
Just cue me.
and
I'll-
talk? We'll
No.
point to Steve.
Yeah.
In the
All
old,
right,
in
look
the
at
old
his
days, I would just
cuddly
stop
face.
the tape, Anthony, but, you know.
Point at that cuddly face.
This means stop.
Okay, Jim. Thank you.
All right.
What are you doing, Steve?
Oh,
You dicks.
he's just gonna screw with him.
You didn't fall for that, did you?
Well,
Yeah.
you just both did the big stupid stop
But
sign.
Why
there's
is the
obviously-
audio 5 feet behind you? I don't want it to stop like
Wow.
Yeah, rewind that, Steve. God, that was too easy.
And get the Pat O'Brien clip, not the Joaquin Phoenix clip
Yeah.
from The Village.
You guys suck. All right.
that. It's so far behind you. How are you going to stop it?
With my hand.
Can I interrupt really fast? Because there's someone on the... can I go to the phones?
Yeah. Oh, we could try that.
Ooh.
Because this is a very good observation. Adam in D.C., what's up?
Hey, Jimmy.
Hello?
Adam. I thought the phones were fixed.
There you go.
Oh, Adam, what's
hi.
up? Still the delay.
you
though.
there?
Adam.
Hi, over.
Over. Hello.
Yeah, tell us what you wanted to say, over.
Hey, you there? Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, is Fat Jimmy going to eat the whole fucking show today or what?
I'm not eating it all, stupid.
You're going to eat the whole fucking show.
You've been every
eating
time you open
the
that
whole
fat
show.
mouth of yours, you fucking got food in it.
Every time Jimmy's been talking today, it's been... Wah, 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 wah.
I was going to let that... You got a fucking mule in your mouth when you're talking, you faggot.
I did eat a little bit on the show
I was
today.
going to let it go. When this stuff pops up on the phone screens, I usually look around because this one says, does Jim stop beating ever? And I was going to let it go, but I turned to Jim and I see a big, huge Danish ready to
Big
go.
Danish full of all frosting, icing on top of it.
But it's a Danish from upstairs, which has probably been here for a week, so I took one bite out of it. I'm done. But he's right. I have to admit, every time I opened my mouth today, there was something shoveled into it.
Yes.
Just to cover up the anticlimax of my life after God left the studio yesterday at 11 o'clock.
All right, well, why don't we go to the tape? So this is Pat O'Brien making a drunken phone call to a girl that he's trying to get in bed with his either girlfriend or his wife. I don't know if he's really married or whatever. So
let's hear.
To copy this message to another person, press 6. To delete this message and go to the next, press 7. To keep the saved message Sunday, 7:09 p.m.
You're so fucking hot. And I want to eat you. I don't want you to suck my cock. I want to fuck you. I don't want my girlfriend to eat you. So fucking hot. You're fucking hot. Let's do it. You're so fucking hot. Please leave me a voicemail. Go to the bathroom and leave me a voicemail. Bye.
All right, hold on
a
there,
minute.
Steve. I just got to soak that in. What an ass. He left these on a machine.
Hey, could someone get me the address for the Insider? There's a job opening over there.
Oh, my God. There is no way he's coming back
Just
from
How
that.
can he come back?
And can I say he's awful at talking dirty?
Oh.
You're so fucking hot.
Fucking hot.
Miggs was better at it. He stinks. I can smell your liquor breath.
What an ass! He left that on a machine like this woman isn't like on a cell phone.
Did he say suck my cock?
Oh, yeah.
He said he wanted to eat her and wanted her to suck his cock.
And then he said, go do the traffic.
Oh, my God.
Is there more?
That's hard to come back
Yeah, there's
from.
another 4 minutes of this.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I'm hanging. Let's
This
go.
guy's great. Someone says it sounds like Florentine.
Yeah, special.
Saved message Sunday, 7:48 p.m.
I'm just so fucking into you. But Betsy's so jealous. But it's fucking sex, and I want to lick your pussy and suck your tits. But you have to be into Betsy. I told Betsy that you're into her. And if you get this message, just look at me and say yes. But I want to fucking lick your pussy and make you come so much. And get crazy. I don't know why I'm like this. But I want you badly. I know you want me. But you have to be the Betsy too. So when you get this message, if you agree with me, say yes.
Oh, wow.
First, the worst part is that he's fucking a girl named Betsy. Oh, I wanted to knit a flag and then eat your cunt.
You gotta be with old Betsy.
Dude, your mic is messing up.
I know it is.
That is
You don't need that during a radio show.
unbelievable. That guy is so completely in a froth. That guy is in a fucking tizzy over this chick.
He's probably like popping Viagra like it's like they're Tic Tacs, and now he just has a raging hard on.
This guy cannot control himself. He's thinking about this. He can't even keep it in his head. He's got to call this woman and tell her. He's imagining licking her and her doing it to him, and he cannot even deal.
How did these tapes get out?
This woman, whoever he left the messages on, saved them all. Obviously thought it was newsworthy.
But why? What happened?
Apparently she was flipping through the television one night at 7:30 and said, hey, wait a minute, I've talked to him before.
I know this guy. I think I have some tapes. Oh, my God.
How old are these tapes?
Done? I don't know. Any date on them? Do we have any info on these tapes at all, Steve?
No, I got sent a link, and that was it. No background info.
Now, what's the reason that she released these tapes, or do you know the backstory? We don't really know much about this, huh?
This showed up in the email as just Pat O'Brien talks dirty, drunk, and coked up. That was the link I got.
And he said if you hear this message and you see me, just nod and smile.
Yeah.
Is that mic fading in and out, or no, it's okay?
No, you're all right.
Okay.
You got to stay on mic a little
Are we
more,
the only ones playing these tapes today?
I think so.
Maybe she personally sent it to us. She's a fan of the show.
I'm sure it's us and Betsy. We're the ones who are...
Betsy, you got to be with Betsy,
Yeah, I told Betsy. Betsy's so jealous.
Betsy.
I want to lick your pussy.
You heard it here first, folks. Pat O'Brien facing his demons. He wants to lick her pussy. You heard a horny Pat O'Brien right here exclusively on the Opie and Anthem show. Pat O'Brien, that horny fucker. He just wants to lick her pussy. He can't even take it. And then we also heard him say he wants her to suck his kyoyak. He wants to make her cum over and over again as he licks her pussy. He wants to lick her tits. Pat O'Brien, horny old bastard. Can he get Betsy in on the whole situation? We'll find out later in the broadcast. On Inside Edition, he wants to stick his tongue inside her pussy.
We got more, Steve?
Will Betsy say yes?
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. Maybe it's a whole... maybe there's a
stuff.
conclusion to this. Here we go.
To copy saved message Sunday, 7:51 p.m.
So fucking hot. Just look at it. If you agree with anything I've said, just say yes to me. Or wink. I want to fucking go crazy with you. Drive you nuts.
To copy saved message.
He doesn't even know if she's into this or not. This idiot is just leaving these messages saying, if you agree with this, just wink at me.
Wow.
Well, she must work with him or something, right?
What a risk.
Where he's just gonna walk down the hall and just give him a nod?
I have a pertinent question in this whole situation.
Yes, Anthony?
How are we sure this is Pat O'Brien?
It
Steve?
sounds like him.
It does sound like
the
him.
voice, man. That's
I understand. Oh, no, I will not say it doesn't sound like him, but how are we sure enough to play this as Pat O'Brien, not having any confirmation? There's no news. I thought this was attached to a news story that Pat O'Brien's sex tapes have leaked out.
Are we going to be part of a story later today, Steve? Jesus.
Steve, I thought this was part of a story that was out in the news that these tapes have surfaced. That's why he's in rehab, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, we got a huge audience, and they're all over the country.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, is anyone else playing the Pat O'Brien tape today?
You know, if your morning show is playing them, phone in. We'd like to hear it.
Yeah,
because right now I think we're committing some kind of crime.
It's actually Pat from Monaki. And the last tape you're going to hear Pat go, just wink.
Now, I like it as much as the next guy. This is really funny stuff.
Yeah,
But are we now alleging that this is Pat O'Brien?
Imus is playing him as well. We just
Imus is playing it?
Yeah, but he can't play him like we're playing him.
Yeah, I got to edit all the fun stuff out.
You
a
just
bunch
imagine.
of bleeps and bloops.
Right.
Yeah. Here's Pat O'Brien talking about beep jobs. That stinks. Wish I was on satellite. I'm no dummy. Don't talk to me like that. I'm Imus. Yeah, satellite. You were right. I'm a dick. Boy, I like to eat your pussy.
You can't
suck my cock. I'll lick your tits and yeah, baby. Yeah, so just wink at me when I'm walking by or something. If I tip my cowboy hat at you, it means I want to fuck you. I'm in the morning. Yeah, baby.
Jesus, dude, that's a really good impression.
When I have my look, I want to jiggle my turkey neck at you. All right, look, I'm going to teabag you. And my testes hang real low because I'm an old man. And if you want that, just wink at me, baby. Because I want to lick that pussy and suck those tits, baby. Baby!
What we weren't coming to
I want to do a Billy Saul Hargis bit while you suck my cock. Moby Worm's coming to get you out of my pants. Oh, shut up, jerk.
All right, how many more minutes of this illegal tape are we playing?
Might be Pat O'Brien tape.
The Daily News picked up on it, too, and we're printing the article now.
Oh, okay.
We've got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, we cover our asses as we're doing it. After the break.
Hey, it's me. I'm so fucking into you. And you have to pay attention to Betsy, but let's have fun. I want to fucking eat you and fuck you and suck your tits and watch you eat Betsy and lick your ass. I'm so fucking into you. It's incredible.
Wow. The ass lick.
Check this message and then just say to me, yes. And kids can watch us. Let's just fucking have fun. I'm so fucking, you're so fucking hot. And I don't do this for a living. It's like new to me. But I want to fucking make you crazy.
You are with those phone calls, you nut. You kook. You're driving me crazy, okay?
And just the signals he wants, if you're into this, just breathe while you're in the office. Just when the phone rings, pick it up and say hello.
Yeah, yes.
Know why he's using the blinking and the breathing and all that? Because he's actually talking to Mary Shivo.
I wonder, too bad he's not talking to her sister Terry, who's actually in the news lately.
Wow.
Still funny, though.
It's hilarious.
Damn.
Most people were laughing.
That's very funny.
They made the connection until you had to...
I had to.
Crush my little fun.
Mary Shivo.
Is her sister named Mary, at least?
I don't know. I have no idea. But listen, back to the Frank O'Brien tapes.
Here it is. Here's the story from the Daily News. Hosts rehab, hold the phone. What's the inside story on insider host Pat O'Brien's decision to enter rehab Sunday? Hollywood sources suggest the timing was to diffuse the release of several sexually explicit voicemail messages available on the internet yesterday soliciting sex from an unidentified woman. And then in quotes, let's just bleeping have sex and fun and drugs and go crazy.
Oh, we didn't get to that part
yet. Says the male voice. Yesterday's reps for The Insider would not comment on widespread attribution of the voice to O'Brien. The tape describes in graphic detail just how badly the caller wants various activities that involve, gosh, all parts of a woman's body. I'm so into you. Betsy is so effing jealous, the voice claims in one message. You know you want me, but you have to be with Betsy, too. The Insider host has one child with his wife, Linda. Who's Betsy?
I don't
Sadly,
know.
by the final message, Betsy seems to have pulled out of the threesome. Oh, they ruined it.
You
They
just ruined
spoiled it.
You don't have to say that part.
Yeah, but I was reading it.
Who's Linda?
Well, then I won't read the last quote.
Ooh.
Little spoiler.
Oh, Anthony.
Wow, that's something.
All right, why don't we go back to the tape? Let's continue with the Pat O'Brien messages.
Saved message Sunday 9:04 p.m.
You're so fucking hot.
We know.
Wait.
All right, Pat.
Can I point out one thing?
Yeah.
The first message was 7:09. The next one was 7:54. This one is 9:04. He has been jerking off for 2 hours calling this woman.
He's not only that, he's got to be doing a lot of coke because a lot of these messages are one after another.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, it's just, come on,
Dude,
come on.
It's just cokes
You're
and
so
hard-ons.
fucking hot.
He's grinding his teeth. His cock is maybe 3/4 of an inch, and he can't get hard, and he's trying to grab it and make it
Come
hard.
on, yeah, you're so fucking hot. Come on, cock. Work. Don't think of Betsy.
He's on a coke binge.
Anthony on
he
Long
is.
Island, we're not going to go to the phones because they're really screwed up today, but he writes, O&A are like Dan Rather with their source checking.
Yeah, look at us. Yeah, it seems to be Pat O'Brien. It sounds like him.
Yeah, what the hell?
Why not run it?
All right,
It's news.
Let's go back to the tape.
It's just like all of a sudden, not into it, but the three of us to get together. I want to fucking suck your pussy, fuck dirty to you, watch you and Betsy eat each other, suck my cock,
Yeah, it's going down the
eat off your
checklist.
face.
Ooh.
Do what?
Jerk off in your face.
Get another woman up. Hire a hooker. Let's get crazy.
Is there anybody he doesn't want to fuck? I want to put my cock in all the 150,000 dead tsunami victims. I want to eat your pussy. Have a hooker. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I want to fuck Salvi, fuck Vicky, fuck me while you're at it.
I want to fuck Natalia, Bozzini, Stracci.
Did Salvi fuck Betsy? I took Pat O'Brien's cock. It was bigger than yours.
Today I settle all of my cock's business.
He was banging trucks and waitresses 2 at a time. It was the greatest piece of ass I ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Oh, Betsy, Linda, Pat, the message.
Wow. That guy he's lost his mind.
Oh, my God.
He's all coked up, drunk off his ass, and just horny. Imagine how much clear stuff is on his hand.
Dude, it's like this. He's grabbing it with the lower part, like his pinky, and that part, the second 2 fingers, he's just grabbing the helmet, and it's just flipping off the helmet because he can't get a rod because he's doing blow for 6 hours. He's the greatest.
Wow.
Let's go back to the tape. There's still more.
It's the greatest.
So you get this message. If you agree with this, just look at me and say yes. I'm so fucking hot. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't do this. But I fucking want to just fucking make you crazy. Make you fucking crazy.
people. Let's just murder people. Let's drive drunk.
Yeah, let's put on trench coats and walk into a high school. Jesus Christ.
And fuck the dead bodies. Oh, God, would I like to chop your head off and skull fuck you.
Oh, I just want to put white powder in an envelope and dump it in your face and fuck you while Betsy eats a hooker's ass. If you agree with this, when I see you, walk by me in the hallway. Don't punch me in the face. Pat O'Brien stinks.
He's the worst. Clark from whackbag.com, he writes on the instant feedback, she's going to call back after he blows his wad. What a douche. I want to fuck your ankle. I want to suck your fifth vertebrae.
That's great. I want to put Valium up your ass and have Betsy suck him out and then blow me and stick him in the tip of my dick. If you agree with this, when I ask you what time is it, look at your watch.
He really is awful, isn't he? He's a redundant ass. God almighty.
You know, this is a little obscure, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Sandra Bernhard and King of Comedy.
Oh, I know.
When, when Langford,
Jerry Langford
was tied up, and she's like, let's go, let's just get crazy.
Let's get crazy.
Yeah.
You drive me crazy, Jerry. Oh, yeah, that's what it's like. Let's just get crazy. Let's get nuts.
It has that
Let's
same
get insane.
It has that same.
Let's herky jerk. I want to herky jerk with you and muss my hair up.
Do you want to kiss Betsy on the mouth?
God, why didn't we play this at 7 instead of bitch about the equipment?
Oh, this is fantastic.
This is 3 hours of radio, not 10 minutes.
I heard he got all pissed off and called her back after these tapes got out.
And a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
God damn. That is great.
Oh, how embarrassing.
How completely embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
How do you get around this? Even rehab. You know, we were saying you check in a rehab, it smooths everything over, but this is a toughie. This is just a horny, drugged-out ass.
This isn't one phone call. This is 50 with the same things over and over again.
Stalking. And he's like, Betsy isn't really into it. And then he goes on, like a second later, he's like, you and Betsy would eat each other.
I want to know, what did she do that gave him a signal that this is what she wanted? She probably flirted with him once and said, oh, my God, Betsy, oh, my God, what I would do with you two, and then giggled and walked away.
What a good point. What did she say that warranted this guy calling her like a stalker with filth like this?
He misinterpreted something and just ruined his career.
Well, with the signals he's telling her to give back, it was probably, I saw you go to the copy machine. I saw that. I know what that means.
I want to get Betsy and then just pick up Jane Mansfield's head and eat it. And Jesus Christ, dude, get a hold of yourself.
Across to the desert and beat you with a shovel and bury you. And
we'll have a hooker come over and she'll want us to eat her pussy, but we won't want to. So she'll give back 50 and then leave the room.
Horrible.
Should we go back to the tape?
Oh, you betcha.
You know how it's going to start. Let's hear the next message.
You're so fucking hot. I want to fuck you.
There's only like 14 seconds left, but there we
lick
go.
you.
Oh, we're down to the last 14?
Yeah, I think we're almost done with it, but here's the last bit.
All right.
Look at me and wink or yes or something. And kids can watch that sex dance.
Aww.
That's it, huh?
That's it, huh?
Did he say kids can watch?
What?
He didn't say that.
Bring the kids in on it, too. I don't care.
Right.
I want Adam Walsh's head in my lap while you suck my cock.
Wow. That's gold.
Oh.
And that's never going away.
Steve, rewind that. We're going to play it again before we get out of here in 15 minutes. We got to play it. We have to play more of that. Because now it's just funny every time he says, you're so fucking hot.
This chick must be an intern on her first day. Yeah, this girl, like, what could she possibly do that would make you call it?
I want to rub your pussy with a loofah sponge. I have a big cock. I want you to suck it. No spin here. At least O'Reilly was smart enough just to text message it. Fucking dummy Pat.
Oh. All right, let's. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get Dee Dee in to do the news again.
Cool.
And we're just going to play this tape from the beginning again.
Of course we are.
We have to.
It's too good.
It's too good.
I've been gangbanging, killing, robbing motherfuckers, selling crack, got my holes in the back. I don't give a fuck about nobody in this motherfucker. Let me show your ass something.
Radio for the angry golfer.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Our duties have destructive power.
You think it stinks now? You should have seen it a month ago.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Live from Washington, D.C.
I don't know. He went to the bathroom.
Opie said he had to make a phone call.
We're back. Yeah, he's making. I want to fuck you.
Yeah. I want you to eat Anthony's ass and jerk Norton off and comb Ben's hair.
Stick a thumb up Jimmy's ass. Oh, his headphones?
Opie's
Ben's
headphones.
sitting in Opie's chair, and his headphones
Holy
are so
crap.
loud. He's going to go deaf. He's absolutely going to go deaf.
Can't even put them on. They're that loud.
Really?
Yeah. They're blasting.
Feedback.
Don't even don't put them on. You'll hurt yourself.
Yes.
I guess. Broadcasting live from Washington, D.C. We just heard the wonderful Pat O'Brien tapes, which we will play again before the show ends. That's a given. Those are radio gold. So nice not having to bleep out the curse words.
Oh, it's
you
great.
know all the other stations all over have gotten their hands on it, and they're trying their darndest to play them on the air. But how do you play those with all the bleeps in them and shit?
You can't.
Fantastic. Oh, Ope's going to join us for the rest of the program.
What happened?
Dude, if you want me to suck your cock, just put your headphones on.
Yeah. Oh, just put on your headphones. What, did you go over to the 80s station and just sit down like a lump of crap and do nothing but distract the host?
Yeah, we should jump on some of the other channels today.
Oh, yeah, sure. We could do that. Can we do that from my hotel room? Because that's where I'll be.
Yeah, I'm going to stroke my cock. Just walk in and sit down and say nothing.
Why don't we get Dee Dee in for the news again?
Dee Dee. Yeah.
That Pat O'Brien. Ben, make sure we have a few minutes. Instead of playing What Do We Learn, we're going back to that tape today. That's what we'll do.
Dee Dee, if you walk up to that mic, it means yes.
Yeah.
Yes, what?
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
right.
Just question it.
You say yes.
You haven't heard the Pat O'Brien tapes yet?
Oh, yeah. He's an idiot.
Yep.
Wow, that's one way to put it.
Oh, easy with the harsh judgment
Yeah.
there.
Come on.
He's an idiot.
He's got a problem. You don't want to.
I know. He's... No, you know, he's going to go get help.
Hey, Steve, everyone wants to know if you're going to put the tapes on foundrymusic.com and opieandanthony.com.
I will see. Perhaps. I got to check a few things out. We'll see who's investigating it.
You know how many hits you'll get?
It already gets a lot of hits.
Well, you can. By the way, those tapes are already up at the calendar section of eatabullet.com. You can go there, and who cares about Fort Lauderdale this week or Boston at the end of April? You can.
What? I can't turn down his mic. Nothing.
No.
We have to just.
You would have turned down that plug.
April 29, 30 in Boston? Who gives a shit? It's not about that.
All right, Dee Dee with the news.
Okay. No butt.
No,
What?
you're sitting down.
Yeah.
We're not going to touch your butt.
Okay.
We're not going to violate your butt this time around.
You got a rod. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Dee
got
Dee.
a rod.
Okay, I'm not a hooker,
I
sorry.
know, you're a nice girl.
Dee Dee, did you have fun today on the show?
Yeah, you guys, you know what? I was a part of a show before. You guys rock.
Yeah, we know that. But, I mean,
Yeah.
did you have fun?
Yeah, I'm a sport. I'm a
What are you
team
going to bring
player.
into the show tomorrow?
Better news, because obviously, see, there's nothing different going on.
Nothing different?
No.
I thought we asked you for a Michael
okay,
Jackson
Michael
update.
Jackson. There is something.
Michael Jackson.
But they won't say who the comedian is, but a comedian is expected to be the first person on the stand. I'm not used to that noise. Today in the Michael Jackson's child molestation trial. It's a female comedian, so who do you think it is, Norton?
I don't know, but I can tell you this. She's awful.
Okay.
Funny hack.
Well, she tried to help Jackson's accuser as he battled cancer, and yesterday Jackson said, you know, he was in a lot of pain, and that's why he was a little late.
She isn't engaged to a Rich Voss, is she?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It won't say who it is. It's just a female comedian.
How can I
Will
capitalize
be the first
on
there
this?
on the stand.
Paula Poundstone. No,
Oh.
that would be a really
Oh,
bad
that would be
witness.
bad.
Touching other girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the same stuff about Terry Schiavo. You want me to read it again?
Or Mary.
Mary Schiavo?
Terry.
I know.
Terry
Well, Terry,
Schiavo.
Yeah.
Terry Mary. It's Terry Schiavo.
I had two lines today. One killed, and the other one would have if I had
Mary
the right name.
Schiavo.
It's just they're waiting just to hear for a full appeal that will happen. Will come later today. So, and I still think it's wrong.
Well, they got to figure it out, man. She's starving to death right now.
Yeah. That'll take a while for her to wither away to nothing.
They'll plug the
I
tool
think-
back in.
They said that you don't suffer it when you're in that condition, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
You don't actually starve to death.
And how do they know?
Who knows?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I think
She'll
if that's what
smile
she
right to the
wanted-
bitter end.
I've heard about, yeah, if you want me to suck your cock, if you want to suck my cock, just look at me stupidly and kind of half smile. Yeah. Don't do
that's
anything.
wrong.
Don't do anything.
Yeah, just lay there.
I think Bill Hicks had the right idea. Put her in the movies.
Yeah.
Put her in the movies.
Put her in the movies?
Yeah, like as a stunt double or something.
Living stunt people.
Living stunt double.
Makes the stunt look really authentic, and they don't care.
I'm still trying to find the bit by Bill Hicks. It's brilliant, though. Instead of letting your grandma like wither away in the hospital, you put them in you put them in an action movie. No?
No.
Anyone? No? Why?
What are you writing?
Okay, he's writing something that distracted me. And then, of course, Demi and Ashton. They want a baby.
Right.
They want a baby.
They want a baby. Is she pregnant?
She's not saying. She won't say yes. She won't say no. She's playing us right now.
Yeah.
I think she probably is.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to fuck her.
Dee Dee, could you say something? Just say that. Just say that.
Okay, O&A Party Rock.
No, you have to say it like you mean it.
Like you're yelling at a party.
O&A Party Rock! Well, how do you want me to say it?
Because eventually we're going to have an O&A Party Rock sweeper.
Yeah,
with all the fun voices on the show.
We don't have an example of what it should sound like for her to listen to, and then to
you got to be really drunk first.
And what did you say? What did you say?
It would be nice if she had an example of somebody saying that in the way it should be said.
O&A Party Rock! O&A Party Rock!
Fucking, what's his name? Okay. O&A Party Rock.
Wow, you really dumbed it down. What happened
I was
there?
trying to be like him.
All right, you're on stage. You're on stage. Close your eyes. You got the microphone. You have to scream over 1,000 crazy O&A fans. How would it sound?
O&A Party Rock! Fucking A!
Adding in the fucking A. I like the improv.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
Every good actor is an improv.
That's all the news you got?
Yeah, there's not much. See?
All right, why don't you sit in as we go back to the Pat O'Brien tape?
Okay.
And we want to get your comments. All right, here we go. All right, see, this is what I got to figure it out. This is before the coke and everything else took effect, in my opinion.
First call?
Yeah, so he's all like a little nervous, like, oh God, I know I have to talk
Go
to her,
crazy
so.
with you.
Yeah, so I'll change my voice, speak lower.
He's not really being too vulgar.
And now, yeah,
he's whispering. But the thought, see what's happening? He's sitting there thinking about this. It's in his mind. He cannot get anything else on his mind, and it's got him whipped up. Every minute that goes by, he's getting crazier and crazier with this thing. So they just get progressively worse. You start off going, oh, I'll go crazy with you. And you end with, let's get drugs, hookers, and fuck all night. You know, think of that over the course of not too much time.
Yeah.
So.
Let's roll the tape.
To copy this message to another person, press 6. To delete this message and go to the next, press 7. To keep the saved message.
She didn't hit 7.
7:09 p.m.
You are so fucking hot. And I want to eat you.
Ew.
I don't want you to suck my cock. I want to fuck you. I don't want my girlfriend to eat you. You're so fucking hot. You are fucking hot. Let's do it.
Let's do
Let's do it. It sounds like Tone Loc.
Fucking hot. Please leave me a voicemail.
Please.
Go to the bathroom and leave me a voicemail. Bye.
Go to the bathroom and leave me a voicemail?
They work together.
So they work together.
They have to. She must be a young producer or something.
Well, yeah, or she's married and home.
And so apparently he's banging some girl around the office named Betty. Because this
Betsy.
chick... Betsy, yeah. So this girl around the office knows who Betsy is. Because he's talking about her pretty, you know, like she's familiar with her. So that's another girl that works around the office, I'm assuming. Wow.
What do you think of that, Dee Dee? He wants to eat her. What do you think?
Yeah.
He's got a problem.
Yum, yum, eat 'em up.
I just want to spank you and put nipple clamps on you and have you yell green.
Read the news.
Green.
Read the news, you
Ooh,
bitch.
Yeah.
Improving.
Yeah, you improv. I want you to improv.
Yeah, take your pantsuit off. I want you to snort while I fucking ass.
Yeah.
Betsy comes over and whips you with a belt and we call your mom and she eats sausage and tinkles on Jim Norton.
Oh my God, you're sick.
If you're into this, talk like you just inhaled a bunch of helium.
Yeah. If you want to suck my cock, report an accident in Minnesota.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Just keep playing the tape till the show ends. I don't care.
Let's hear a little more.
Let's hear a little more. Mm-hmm.
To copy Saved message Sunday, 7:48 p.m.
I'm so fucking into you. Betsy's so jealous, but let's fucking have sex, and I want to lick your pussy and suck your tits. But you have to be into Betsy. I told Betsy that you're into her. And if you get this message, just look at me and say yes. I want to fucking lick your pussy and make you come so much. And get crazy. I don't know why I'm like this, but I want you badly. I know you want me. But you have to be the Betsy too. So when you get this message, if you agree with me, say yes.
I'm so attracted to you. If you want to suck a cock, I want you to dye your hair blonde and put on a flame shirt.
Yeah. If you're into this, stop the tape when I wave.
Yeah. Well, let's just play the tape out and just let the show end that way, right?
Yeah,
we'll see Dee Dee tomorrow, and
Sure.
we'll do another day in Washington. We'll meet some more characters down here at the XM compound, right? Play the
Sure
tape.
thing.
Yeah,
More Pat O'Brien as we end the program.
To copy saved message Sunday, 7:51 p.m.
This is so fucking hot. Just look at it. If you agree with anything I've said, just say yes to me. Or wink. I want to fucking go crazy with you. Drive you nuts.
Just wink. He's throwing stuff in her eye.
Saved message